Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Take your shoes off. Put your TV on. We are going to get ready to watch Raw. How's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well. I am doing wonderful. And we will see what happens on Raw tonight. We will see. We will see. All right, let me try to get myself up. Squirrel. Hello, Vanessa. What's up? How you guys doing? Like I said, I'm doing good. Squirrel, how did everything go? I hope it went good. Hope everything went as well as it could. You glad to be home? Yeah, it went okay. Joseph, what's up? I'm glad it went good, Squirrel. Glad to be home. Have nowhere to YouTube now. Oh, Squirrel. I'm sorry, Squirrel. I'm sorry. Are you gonna make her do something every day, Squirrel, for you giving up your art and craft? Make her feel bad. Wrestling Forever, how are you? How's it going? I know you will, Squirrel. Jimmy bought a new heater, a little propane heater. He did a video on it. He said it warms up the garage nicely. So you might want to check that out. And look who's back. He's back. Wow. Right now it's a mini.
I get put up and Phoenix is just right in the middle of the camera.
I am good, Wrestling Forever. How are you, Kathy? What's up, beautiful?
Are you sitting on my phone?
It's right. It's back under.
Okay. So, welcome to Raw is RKO. Poor Drew McIntyre has to take on the Viper.
Right? I don't understand why he's taking on Randy Orton when he challenged Sheamus last week after Sheamus bro kicked him. When is
Probably because
that match
Sheamus
gonna
has
be?
COVID.
He does?
I don't know.
Oh,
It would make sense to me. Would it make sense to you, Doris? I
it
mean, not a
would.
whole lot of sense is ever made to you, but still.
Well, and I suppose that match they would probably save for the next pay-per-view because that is a big match. And it
Uh,
is for the title.
well, I mean, the Elimination Chamber is, 6 men in the chamber. Why wouldn't he defend it against Sheamus, Randy Orton, and 3 others?
But is that the next pay-per-view? That's the one that's in February?
Well, technically, the next pay per view is set your calendars this Sunday night NXT Takeover featuring the Finn Balor taking on whoever the hell he's taking on and going to destroy.
Yeah, I don't know who he's taking. I think he. I
We got
don't
Wolfie.
know. I've not seen Wolfie yet.
Thank God.
How
Because here comes the money, y'all. Shane O'Mac starting off the show with Adam Pearce.
the fuck did you see that already?
Because I am good. How'd you get Doris really good last week, Joseph? I really need to set up some lasers.
I wonder why Shane's here.
Because he's the money. Donald Trump can't be here, so Shane O'Mac. Cookies are done.
Cookies.
Cookies.
I love cookies.
Well, come to Alabama, Doris. Uh-oh.
She keeps on saying Bobby Lashley was IC champion, and she said he was IC, he was US champion. And then I screwed up and said that we were talking about the Intercontinental Championship and the US Championship. And I was like, I think they're like equivalent because they're on two different shows. And I was like, Bobby Lashley has the Intercontinental title. And I was like, oh, no, wait, no. And Joseph's like, no. And then I screwed up and said that he was on the wrong show. And because I said that they were in different shows. And then I realized they weren't.
So you had Gamer up here taking my place?
He came up at the end of the show last week.
Well, here we go.
And
They're
yes.
announcing the Elimination Chamber. We got Randy Orton, Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles, the winner. I'm calling it right now. AJ Styles is going to win the whole damn thing. And The Miz. That's a Miz
really?
take.
Why the hell is the Miz in the Elimination Chamber? He already has an opportunity at the title.
Sheamus. Well, I mean, if you could earn a second opportunity, Doris, I mean, why not? If you could get a second paycheck, wouldn't you work harder too?
Hi, Vation. How are you? Not much.
You know, I didn't catch a single Raw Underground. So did Edge announce that he's going after Roman
He has
Reigns?
not made his final decision yet.
Well, I mean,
some people are assuming that he is going after Roman. He has released some tweets about the similarities him and Roman have, but I don't think he's made his official decision yet. We already know Sheamus is going to win. Because I actually looked for that to see if he made his decision over the weekend. I think, in a way, I almost think that he's going to end up going after the NXT title. Because last week he showed up on NXT and told Finn Balor that he could even challenge Finn Balor. And he said, and I think you and I would be a really good match. And that's the only title I haven't held yet.
I mean,
and he said that he would be paying attention at TakeOver when Finn goes against what's his face, the Bruiser.
Pete Dunne. Yeah, he's taking on Pete Dunne at NXT TakeOver.
So I was almost wondering if he was going to pull a Charlotte like Charlotte did last year.
It didn't work out well for Charlotte or NXT, and Edge showing up on NXT also dropped the ratings by 80,000. So
Really?
I'm not sure. Yeah, the final count was like 720 for NXT and 830 for AEW. So
Hivation says that Sheamus is going to win the Elimination Chamber.
the man that's going to win the Elimination Chamber is the man standing in the middle of the ring talking to Adam Pearce right now, and that is AJ Styles. He's the face that runs the place, and he's going to be the man that destroys the chamber.
Ah.
But I didn't get to hear if they're going to be taking on Drew McIntyre in this match. I didn't get to see all that. Edge versus Finn. I could see a better load up for WrestleMania being Edge versus Roman, the Battle of the Spears.
Yeah, and I had thought of that. Because I could see the Battle of the Spears, but I'm almost wondering if he's gonna challenge either McIntyre or Finn, because bringing out Kevin Owens on Friday night at the end kind of signals that they're not done with that feud.
Well, I mean, the feud may go on. It wouldn't be the first time we saw a title change hands and the feud still continue after the title changed hands. You know, it would be a way to move Edge into the main title shot and move Roman Reigns out, since, you know, the whole head of the table thing is really not going over well anymore.
Right. Did they throw something at you?
No,
Oh,
they're
I
just
thought
getting
they
a little
threw
loud,
something.
making me stutter.
Doesn't he, Kathy? His kids are so cute. Hey, Lisa, how are you?
Hey, kids.
Oh, that's right,
They said
too,
you're
because
beautiful.
at the end of NXT, Karrion Kross came out and told Edge that he better remember after Finn Balor that he could be facing Chris Cross or Karrion Kross. Because he never lost that title.
Well, I mean, technically Finn Balor never lost the Universal title. He's had a couple chances afterwards, but, you know, I think moving Finn Balor back to NXT was a great move. I just wish they would bring the Demon out a little bit more, but I know they're not trying to overshadow the Fiend Bray Wyatt. And as much, like, now the Fiend Bray Wyatt has started losing momentum, I would love to see the Demon versus the Fiend. I would love to see that match.
Especially, and I think they're almost making a mistake keeping the Fiend off TV for so long.
No, they're not, because people are viewing in to see the next time the Fiend is going to come out. Right now, Alexa is the proxy who is making the Fiend to live even more and making more people guess. She's been saying Chris Cross for weeks now, Joseph. I'm sorry for cutting you off, Doris.
I'm sorry. Monster, how are you? I think it's confirmed we are getting Randy versus Edge at WrestleMania once again.
Well, Randy Orton would have to defeat Drew McIntyre. The only way I could see that working out, like if Randy Orton wins the Elimination Chamber and becomes #1 contender, which is the rule for the Elimination Chamber, which is why I'm thinking it's going to be Edge versus Roman at Mania. But the only way that would work is if Edge did decide after the Elimination Chamber that he wanted to go after Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton wins the Chamber. And then it'd be a triple threat. And then we would see Drew McIntyre getting an easy WrestleMania match, maybe not an easy win, and may not win at all. But we would see Edge and Randy definitely go the whole 10 rounds on that. Chris Cross gonna make you jump.
Well, because in TNA he was crisscross. That's why I keep saying crisscross.
So Dean Ambrose is John Moxley everywhere else, but we accept him as Dean Ambrose.
No, I say it mistakenly. Jesus, people.
The Fiend feud with Randy one last time. Absolutely. I would love to see a conclusion of Randy and Fiend. I would love to see a conclusion of that, because they kind of left it hanging. But at the same time, it's kind of finished.
Monster, did they actually say that he was defending his championship at Chamber? And is it going to be in the Elimination Chamber match?
Well, Randy Orton's in the Elimination Chamber.
Right.
Well, I didn't see Drew McIntyre, but we got into another discussion. So
right.
But that's why Shane O'Mac was there.
And I was trying to keep track. So we have AJ, The Miz, Randy Orton, and Jeff Hardy. So that's 5. And there's usually 6.
Yeah, it would make sense. I mean, they've actually done 8 a couple times. 2 people starting in the ring and then 6 chambers. So they have done that a couple times too. What up, B Wizzle? Hey, Jenna. No links just yet. Wrestling Forever. Welcome to the show.
Jenna found fucking sanity. Thanks. B-Wizzle, what's up?
All right. Yeah, Drew McIntyre is defending his title in it. So it's Drew, Jeff, Randy, Sheamus, AJ, and The Miz. Oh, and I'm on my cable box. I'm not streaming it tonight, Doris. That's why I'm so much faster than you.
But I'm on my freaking cable app.
I'm on the freaking cable box.
Mofos.
Oh,
All
look.
right.
Everyone's looking right now. That is the fake WWE title right there. They're doing renovations to it. They're updating it for WrestleMania. Ooh, I wonder what the new look's going to be. What? Why are you dressed up like a damn Eskimo?
Well, there's the man.
Yeah, Shane McMahon's right there. The man. I don't know if Jeff Hardy can handle it. I've seen him get winded way too much as of late, Hivation. But, I mean, I would like to see at WrestleMania AJ Styles versus Jeff Hardy. That could be a good match. Oh, wait, we're seeing that now. Jeff Hardy and AJ Styles are in the ring. AJ Styles won in 2 seconds. Wow. I'm just playing. Yeah, you cut on that too, Monster?
Somebody changed that toy championship.
Yeah, they haven't cleaned it since the last time they brought it out. So I wonder what it's going to look like for WrestleMania. Did you send me something?
No. Oh, Joe, is tomorrow supposed to be your day off? They're going to ask you to work?
Yeah, we saw it on TNA with a drunk Hardy Hivation. Now we're seeing it on Raw with a sober Hardy and the face that runs the place. Doris is so jealous. Doris is so jealous of AJ Styles' hair. She's got to keep calling him a soccer mom because The Rock said it one time. Such a follower, Doris.
He probably drives a freaking Plymouth minivan too.
Actually, you know what, Doris? He bought a Mustang not even 15 miles from my house, and I've got pictures to prove it. So,
oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
That was probably for his wife because he's going to drive the kids to soccer practice.
Oh, please. All 5 of his kids driving the minivan with his wife.
5?
He drove that Mustang straight through my town.
He got 5 kids? I thought he only had like 3 kids.
AJ Styles has 5 kids. Look at his tattoo on his rib again. He's got 5 birth dates on that name. And every single one of his kids' initials are AJ.
Yeah, I know.
Do you?
Yeah.
I bet you didn't know before I told you, Doris. Doris is so smart, she's counting the referee to count to 5.
Just think, people, we actually missed him last week. What the hell is wrong
with us? Jeff Styles, Jeff and AJ
actually knows him by a cousin of his.
Oh, he knows AJ Styles from a cousin of his?
No.
Okay.
Oh, we get an update tonight from Edge.
Yay, an update from Edge. He's still old and can't wrestle, but he's going to take on somebody half his age. My 4-year-old could whoop on Edge.
Such a hater.
Not a hater. He cheated. That's how he won the Rumble.
Some people like Cash, Joe.
Everybody likes Cash.
The green stuff, yeah.
Edge is going for the NXT belt. You know, Hivation, you keep making your predictions. Edge is going for retirement. That's what Edge is going for. He come back, he had his feud, and he tore himself apart. Oh, by the way, any of y'all got time and the money, head to WWEshop.com. They got 50% off tees and select WWE titles tonight.
Oh.
Including the U.S. title of $349. My PayPal is in the link. Please hit that up because I would like to buy that before midnight. Man, how great would that be to go on the road with the U.S. title hanging up? You know, that'd be great.
It would be.
Very would be.
And Hivation, I actually kind of agree a little bit. I do think he's going to end up going to NXT and challenging for that belt, but I could be
AJ
wrong.
tweaked his knee, or Jeff Hardy tweaked his knee.
Jeff Hardy always tweaks his knee and then comes back because he works off the pain.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. It's a work. I don't think it'd be an easy match for Edge, just being honest. I mean, Edge versus Finn Balor has the potential of being a good match, but the only way I can see it being a really good match would be in like a ladder match between the two. You know, give Edge that one last hurrah at WrestleMania, because I mean we don't know how much longer we actually have with Edge in the ring. I know he's been cleared. I know he's working great and everything. I know he had a great feud with Edge or Randy Orton last year, but
Styles did a chop block to freaking Jeff's knee. Oh, gets the post. Ooh. I like that WWE Encyclopedia book. I saw it Barnes and Nobles. Me too. And Wrestling Forever bought it from Barnes and Nobles. Lucky find.
new show starting February 16th on NBC. Young Rock telling the Rock story of growing up.
Oh, Jesus.
Can you smell the ratings getting lower? Nobody wants to see The Rock no more. He was the most electrifying man in 2002. Bro, it's 2021. That's 19 years ago. Shoo. Edge could keep up with Finn Balor. I mean, Edge, he's probably in about as good a shape as he was at WrestleMania 20.
Justin Finn have too many neck moves that would injure Edge again. I think Edge could keep up with Finn. Looks good to me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll watch it. I'll watch a couple episodes, sure. But I'm not really sure how I feel about a wrestler's coming of age story. Like even I haven't watched Wrestling with My Family.
I haven't either.
You know, it's not something that just seems interesting to me. I mean, don't get me wrong, Paige was good and all, but now after all that, if you look at Paige's demeanor, she feels that she's so much better than everybody else because there was a feature-length movie of her. And I'm not really sure if that's the reason she acts that way, but I don't know. It just seems like she's changed. Maybe she's bitter she can't be in the ring, but she's still making the money. I don't know. But that chop block was a legal move, Doris. This isn't the NFL.
I know it was legal.
And speaking of the NFL, congratulations to Tom Brady for getting his 7th championship.
Right? Did you cry?
No, I went to sleep before it ever happened. The halftime show was too exhausting for me, so I just went to bed. Like half my Facebook was, did the halftime show get COVID? Like
Right.
honestly, here's one meme I got. I thought it was funny as hell, and I had to save it. Gallery. All right, Pepsi. We are happy to bring you this halftime season-inducing performance with a guy that has peach fuzz pubes mustache and a red jacket made out of 40% Brillo pad and 60% pizza crust.
Hey, Anomaly, how are you?
Hey, Anomaly. Well, damn, everybody left.
Yeah, Joe, I heard it was good. I just haven't gotten around to watching it. And it's not like incredibly high on my list. Girlfriend was in the dentist today, got a tooth pulled. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh,
less things
Joseph.
getting away for fun.
So on commercial, we'll have to see what happens with Jeff as he gets back in the ring on his own.
What's good? Let me tell you, the RKO and a foot stomp for a punt from Randy Orton to Drew McIntyre.
I know he cried, Joe. He doesn't want to admit it, but I know he cried.
Cried about what? My Saints already lost. There's nothing to cry about.
Thought you were pulling for Kansas City.
No. I flat out said it. Well, never mind. I wasn't here last week. I said it last week on my live streams. Since Tampa Bay beat the Saints out of the Super Bowl, Tampa Bay better fucking win it. I don't give a shit who the quarterback is.
Yeah, Hivation. Final confrontation tomorrow Wednesday between Finn and
Pete Dunne, the
Pete
bruiserweight.
Dunne. I don't know why I could never remember Pete Dunne.
It's probably the E that throws you off.
Maybe. Cash, I hope they are paying you for the promotion. Whoo!
Don't worry about that, Joseph. Don't worry about if the Tampa Bay Bucks are paying me.
Oh, that was nice, Joe. Uh-oh, calf crusher on that bad knee.
It honestly looks like AJ Styles is hurting himself more. Look at the way he's bending himself. All right, so Tom Brady, the secret's out. We all know that you're watching. Come on in and say hi to Doris. And tell Gronk to come in here too. I know y'all are bored watching Raw. Especially, y'all need to get up here on stream and show off the titles that Triple H sent y'all this morning too. I'm telling y'all. Excuse me, Paul. I know you know him as Paul because you met him so many damn times, Tom. I would flip my shit if he sent me a fucking text right now.
Right? Yeah, did you see that he almost got thrown out of the game, Joseph?
Oh my God. That was bullshit. The call on Matthew, that was a bullshit call. He wasn't holding at all. Mojo Riley, he's been released.
Yeah, I think he got released on that Black Wednesday or whatever it was.
I think he got released like 2 weeks ago, Doris.
Oh.
Yeah, in the most recent future endeavors.
How
about Tyler Rex? Oh, Doris, you didn't know? He came out as transgender, has changed his name and sex and everything?
No.
And I tell you, Caitlyn Jenner was a prettier woman. No, I don't want to join the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If I'm joining any football team, black and gold. That's it. I'm who dat for life, bro. Gabby Tuft. Yeah, I forgot what its name was. I mean, kudos to him for coming out the closet, and kudos to his wife to, committing to being a lesbian for the rest of her marriage. So, oh, Jimmy Rave.
I was laughing.
Anyway, Jeff Hardy better do something before WrestleMania. His baby pouch is coming out. Anyway, Jeff Hardy's on. Scratch that. AJ's on top with a kick to the knee of Jeff Hardy. Oh, Jeff Hardy's going for the Styles Clash, which gets turned around into the twist of fate by Jeff Hardy. Can Jeff Hardy use his legs to pin? Oh, no. He's going to crawl. Dude, you've got the win. Says Jeff, you ain't got nothing to prove to 50 TV screens. And this is why Jeff Hardy's going to lose. This is why Jeff Hardy will not see another WWE title run.
Lee, what's up? Why wouldn't he just cover him?
Right? Jeff Hardy misses a swanton bomb. AJ Styles is slow to get to his feet because he took a twist of fate. Oh, and Styles turned it back into the calf crusher. And Jeff is screaming. Delete. Tap, 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 tap. So Jeff Hardy turns away from the closest rope to get in the center of the ring to tap out. Good job, man. The alcohol's done you wonders over the years. AJ Styles is your winner. Jeff signed a 5-year deal because he got guaranteed $20 million outside of merchandise. So, Hivation, my question for you is, would you sign a $5 million a year contract to wrestle halftime? And I don't mean part-time like Brock Lesnar. I mean halftime, 6 months out of the year, which is mostly going to be around Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, and WrestleMania. I would. You wouldn't? If I had a guaranteed $20 million, I would.
I would.
Same thing for Tom Brady. I think he's going to announce his retirement today or tomorrow. I know Drew Brees will. Riddle against Lee. If Riddle goes over on Lee, they are pushing this boy way too damn hard.
That better not happen. Lee, all right. Have a good night. Sleep tight. Thank you for popping in and saying hello.
What up, Lee? Good night.
Sheena, what's up?
Sheena.
Even Sheena joined us last week.
Well, see, me not being here allowed so much change to happen.
Yep. And then she left before the end climax of the show.
Yeah, even I didn't get to see it, but it'll be all right. Bro! Matt Riddle's got a black eye.
If you would like, Sheena, you can. Let me...
Oh, you think so? I hope you base yourself well, Sheena, because I roast on high heat. Especially since this is the last night I will be in this living room doing this live stream with y'all.
Oh.
Saturday. I'm going.
Nice. Ooh, he's talking about high earbud like it was a real.
Everything's real when you smoke that much weed. I missed you too, Joseph. Yes, it is. Here comes Xavier Woods. Oh, I love the hologram. Oh, Kofi's joining him. And he's dancing. Up, up, down, down. I ain't going nowhere, Brandon. I'm going no damn where.
Hello.
Hello. Boop, boop.
The New Day.
So Keith Lee is wrestling?
Yes.
Keith Lee is
later
taking
tonight.
on Matt Riddle.
his wife had COVID.
Yeah, he tested negative. The guy tested negative 48 hours for the show.
Holy moly.
But that's why he missed Raw last week.
Petrified. Hold on, I gotta go get.
So Brandon, Hivation wants to know, Cash, do you live in the country? And Brandon wants to know, where you going, Cash? Welcome, Brandon.
Oh, this is my last night here for 3 weeks. I am going to get certified as a commercial driver, my Class A's. I will still be here on Monday. I will still be on the stream on Monday nights, but I won't be here. So I'm living it up with my lights and my children for the night. But next Monday, I will be in a hotel room in an undisclosed location for your safety.
Ah,
Can
I'm
you
coming to
help?
Baltimore. I don't think anybody can help you, Sheena.
I there's a train wreck in Baltimore that I watch on
You want the
TikTok.
whole
She is a
packet?
train wreck. Yeah, I want. Oh, I can
I didn't know Doris had a TikTok.
I do. And I go to Baltimore every now and then to do a TikTok video.
He is freaking
I'm
us.
actually going to be in Baltimore.
Oh
What,
my.
baby? Okay.
Oh
Put it
my
in the
god.
crack pot. Finish. You can sit down or you can go to bed. That's your two choices, big man. You can either sit down or go to bed. Those are your only two choices, big man. You're not putting your shoes on. She said no. But no. I love you. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
You got no kids at the moment? You sold them? Took them to Comet Pizza? I'm glad we don't have a live audience. I would have heard so many groans. Ooh. Joseph's probably laughing his ass off. Probably having to run back to the bathroom, probably pissing himself.
Come at me, bro.
I've got 5 kids altogether, Hivation. I got 2 with me. Let me silence my phone. It should already be in D&D. That's do not disturb.
Unless it's TB12. If it's TB12, you better answer that shit.
I'm not worried about it. Make sure I drive the WWE truck. You know, I will be licensed to, but I won't be able to for a year. And no, because they're going to be having to drive my gear around with the ring.
Have one to think.
Because
Right.
I'm doing the next tryouts.
Hivation said, Lord Jesus bless you.
And I'm an amazing father. Am I a good dad? Am I a great dad? Okay, I guess I am. Phoenix says not to him.
He's so funny. You wouldn't let him put his shoes on.
Okay.
Because he's not going outside.
No, he's not.
And so it went. I forgot who. I didn't see who it was. Well, here comes Adam Pierce.
Joseph Girl said, I'm taking a dump. Thank you, Joe.
Oh, my comment tickled the shit out of him. Got you. I'm not smelling your breath. No telling what you ate. Aren't you supposed to be getting ready for bed?
Uh-oh.
Who's that on TV? Who's the jar of mayonnaise?
Oh,
Who's the cue ball? Y'all know who this is? Y'all don't need to be commenting.
His name is Bommy. His name is.
Okay. He can't even say that with a straight face. 4-time world champion.
Oh, this way.
Get your fingers
Ta-da.
painted for Raw. Congrats.
I got them redid today. It's been a month. I take forever.
Nothing. He would be nothing without me. Sheena. Nothing.
Yes. Possibly. Possibility.
And we're back with Kofi twerking on the ropes.
Ooh.
We almost had beef and broccoli, you say?
No, I couldn't find the candy.
The other day.
So the New Day versus Retribution. Now we're gonna have
Again?
7-8 weeks of this. Yeah,
Was that your wife?
that is my wife.
Hello, wife.
Sheena, the winner cleaner, says hello, wife.
That's what every wife wants to hear.
It is. I know I get excited when Jimmy says it.
Yeah.
What,
see?
the wiener cleaner?
Yep, when he says, Sheena the Wiener Cleaner says hi.
Cash's wife will figure that out too.
You
She'll
don't
be
care.
like, oh, shit.
She don't care
I
about
got a
me
mop
spending the next 8 weeks gone.
I so got a fucking mop in a bucket today.
I don't
You
know.
got a mop and a bucket.
Yes. And I mopped my floor 2 times.
Did you get a wop too?
It might have been the bell ringing.
But
A mop
funny story.
and a bucket.
Sheena, the wiener cleaner, says hi.
I put on the list. I said, get a bucket and a mop. That's a whap. Oh,
She says,
I'm talking whop, whop, whop.
I
Bye
speak
bye,
a
Mommy
very
says
foreign
bedtime.
language. I'm so tired of seeing the same thing week after week.
You know what's messed up?
What's
I have
that?
not seen Retribution in months. This is what they cut out. So I have not seen Retribution in months. And then the whole where Charlotte and the 3 were doing that match. I missed that too. They cut that whole match out.
Yep.
I only know that it happened because of you, but they cut that entire freaking thing out.
That's what ticks Sheena off, Cash. She watches it the next day, and she'll be like, "You said this happened, and then they didn't show it." And
You know why? Because they only put the highest rated segments on there.
You would think that Retribution would be up there, or Charlotte and Asuka. They cut an entire match out.
Retribution is up there on SmackDown. As far as Raw goes, they're of no consequence to Raw.
They do it there too. I fucking hate them. Fucking hate them.
Well, quit
I'm gonna
waiting until
voice my-
Hulu puts it up and actually watch it live, Sheena.
What?
You want to see the whole
I didn't
show?
hear
Be
you.
there for the show.
No. Do you know how much cable is?
I do. It's $75 a month. Come here. Come here.
there,
That's a lot of
Come on, sister.
Give me love.
$70 a month.
I love you. Wave good night to everybody.
Go get your blanket
And I
out
go to
of
bed.
good night.
Get your blanket out of brother's room now.
Stop acting up.
Come on. Keep asking about my chihuahua bear.
Your chihuahua. No, he's not having your damn koala bear.
So where's your chihuahua?
I spent 45 minutes looking for that fucking dragon to get you the koala. So the guy from Retribution, you know, the one with the mask, he just slammed down Kofi Kingston.
Buddy Curvy.
That is T-Bar.
Yeah, they set the T-bar so damn low. Ain't nobody gonna watch this match on Hulu tomorrow.
I still can't believe they took Dijakovic off of NXT and just to have him be a nobody in a group like.
Well, maybe they felt there wasn't much they could do with him. I mean, we saw that with several people, you know. And now it's being rumored again that we're about to see Bo Dallas return and rejoin the Wyatt family. So I'm not
Oh
sure.
Jesus!
Well, join the Wyatt family. I'm not sure if Bray's going to do like a triple thing like Mick Foley did, or if we're going to have the evil Bray Wyatt follow the buzzards and just every so often the Fiend like we do with the Demon. I don't know. I don't know. I think the Wyatt family without Luke and Rowan, it won't go over.
Especially if the other members they have aren't monsters. They were so much better when they had some monsters.
Yeah, well, I mean, we never got to see them in any other form or fashion, Doris. I mean, the Four Horsemen were rebranded like 6 different times, and it went over every time. If they did it right, it would look okay. I mean, if you put Bo Dallas in there as like the evil brother of Bray, you know, actually make him a Wyatt, Bo Wyatt for a change, it could probably work a whole lot better. I mean, I think
that the two of them could work marvelously together because they are real brothers.
Yeah.
So I think it could, like, they would have, in my opinion, I think they could have such a good working thing that like it could play off really well. But I think that could also take away from Bray Wyatt. Like, instead of being, I mean, although he was the star of the Wyatt family too, so.
What up, Tom?
Tom Saji, what up?
I don't really know. It could work, like I said. I mean, we haven't got to see the Wyatt family in any other aspect. Now, if we saw, you know, if we kept Alexa Bliss into the Wyatt family as the Sister Abigail, you know, the switch between Fiendish Alexa and Sister Abigail, with, you know, Bray Wyatt doing the mix between the Swamp leader and out of nowhere, you know, I mean, bring Braun Strowman back. I mean, absolutely bring Braun Strowman back to the family, because ever since that feud and he went into the Swamp, he says it's changed him, and he's gone back to the monster that he was. So, I mean, if you think about that, they bring Bo Wyatt into the mix. You know, Bray and Bo, he just come out of the swamp, just uncovered, you know, after being buried, literally buried for so long. It comes from the abyss of the swamp, and that could really be a good setup.
And that's actually, I think that could be a decent storyline wrestling forever if he played like Bray's conscience. You know what I mean? Because then you would have that, whatever, he would start to get evil or whatever. They could do that. Kind of like, what the hell?
Bo could be like Kane, Bray skeleton in the closet. Well, no, because Bo's not tall enough to do something like that. Like, I think he's actually, 2 or 3 inches shorter than Bray. I mean, I thought it was kind of cool to see the Wyatt family versus the B team. And Bray Wyatt was part of the Wyatt family match.
Yep.
Abyss. Is Abyss a free agent? I don't know. Abyss cannot work. He's a good monster, but on WWE standards, Abyss could not work. He might make it good in NXT, But I mean, it would end up being like another Baron Corbin, really good out there, looking really good, and then get brought to the main roster and can't do shit because he's too nervous. And I think that's honestly what happened to Baron Corbin, and that just ruined Baron's, and they just made him the king. But now Baron is just biding his time until they, get rid of him. And I think it's just a matter of time before we wish Baron Corbin the best in his future endeavors.
Yeah. I mean, but I think in a way, if they put him with the right person that could help him with that, I think Abyss could play a part in the Wyatt family, where he goes from the lawyer persona to the masked Abyss
Chris
persona.
Park. I don't know. I just don't see Abyss working in WWE. Not without completely rebranding and him having to fix his looks, because WWE is so conscious about their looks. Like, the only reason why they let Kevin Owens in with the size that he was just because he can work.
And Wolfie, hello.
Damn it. Hey, Raven.
I thought they wanted to let Abyss few back. Dang, that was monster. Someone open up a window. Hello, Raven.
Firefly Funhouse in April with BNRS. I don't know. I mean, it would be kind of a funny gimmick, but I don't know. Erwin R. Shyster. We all are. I'm just ahead of Doris, so I'm trying not to do too much commentary.
Yeah. He always ends up ahead of me, Raven. Kofi's on top of freaking what's his face now, and Ali's not happy about it. Switchblade from behind. Slapjack. Xavier's in now. Yeah, Joseph. He actually tried to make it in the WWE and couldn't.
Well, Matt Morgan started in WWE before he went TNA. And Jeff Jarrett thought he could do something with the blueprint. And, I mean, he's a 7-foot tall monster. He was just stiff.
Yeah.
You get people like me that can work stiff guys, it's not a big deal. But Undertaker's not wrong in saying that the new generation of guys are kind of pussies in that aspect. They take it a whole lot easier. I mean, they do more acrobatics, but as far as actually being able to take an ass whooping, they just can't do it.
Right.
There's too much whining, and CM Punk started that whole trend. No
what
offense
was it?
to CM Punk, but
It was Undertaker that actually said that, isn't it? That
was.
in his mind, WWE today is soft.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, I could see that," compared to the Attitude Era, and it's not just the Attitude Era. I mean, you can make the same TVMA show today. It's just they're not going to take the hits like they took in the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah, they did some crazy shit back then. And now I don't think, like you said, I don't think they could pull it off now and everybody be happy.
Well, I mean, there's a few wrestlers in there that could take it. I think Keith Lee is one of the guys that could take it. Braun Strowman's one of the guys that could take it. I mean, they probably trained with that in mind, is that they would do it. But people like, I don't know, maybe AJ Styles probably wouldn't be able to handle it. And, it's like I really ride AJ Styles' coattails a lot when I'm like, hey, AJ. But being honest, I don't think AJ Styles could take the damage or storylines, because, I mean, he's got to worry about his kids, and that's the whole reason why he agreed to come to WWE, is because they stayed TV PG.
Yeah.
When they go up to 14 or TVMA, AJ Styles may request to either go to NXT or something along those lines, something that his kids can watch and he can feel confident with them watching. Hey, Ian.
Ian, how are you?
And here
What
comes Ric
the
Flair and
hell
Lacey
does
Evans.
he have on?
That's probably the skin he shed in 1984.
Check out the boots.
I'm checking out Lacey Evans because I'm 30 seconds ahead.
Well, she's coming out now.
Is it just me, or is she looking a little bit more provocative as of late? Is she okay with this?
Oh, she is. She don't have on her usual top.
And not to mention her shorts are a little up higher, a little tighter.
Yeah.
Did we lose Sheena?
I think she had to step away for a minute. She usually shuts her camera off when she walks away.
What do I think they're going to do with Retribution? There's not a whole lot they can do. They need to split them up and let each wrestler go on and do their own thing. I think that was the whole plan of Retribution to begin with.
So Saturday you're leaving the house. Yes.
Yep, and I will make it to my hotel room Sunday, and I will be ready to watch.
I was gonna say, all right.
NXT.
I was gonna ask you if you wanted to do a live stream for Takeover.
What the hell are you asking? I know you're not asking me because you know I'm going to be there.
I know you're gonna be there.
But yeah, Tom Sargi, what's probably going to happen is that Mustafa Ali's probably going to reach the end of his contract around May or June, and they're probably going to let him go, and they're probably going to branch everybody off. Mercedes, right? That's the chick.
She left and then went back to NXT on her own. Now she's going after Io Shirai. The one that's still in there is Joe, what's her name? Mia Yim.
Mia Yim
is the one that's still part of Retributions.
Now Mia Yim is going to end up on SmackDown, probably during the draft, and she's going to end up having a title run.
There's a fake IWK in. Oh,
good job. Just remember, Ian, imitation is the biggest form of flattery. This Matthew McConaughey commercial.
Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, she's coming out to take on Lacey Evans.
I'm still watching a deflated Matthew McConaughey.
So am I. Doritos 3D.
WWE will most likely have Retribution stop fighting with each other and then break up. Yeah.
The only way I could see that is if Mace will end up trying to be the leader. And it'll be Mace versus Mustafa Ali. And I think that would actually be a pretty decent match, but it better not go anything further than a pre-show, because quite frankly, I'm not going to tune into a WrestleMania for that match.
Yeah. I mean, especially where right now Ali is like all pissed off because they're losing again.
Yeah.
So I could see that. I could see him slowly starting to turn on them individually, like having them turn on each other and take each other out.
Well, I mean, they did that with Raven's Flock just to make Raven's Flock stronger, and it worked. I mean, I just hate the Raven's Flock didn't go over as well. I just don't think it got enough airtime on WCW.
To be perfectly honest, Joe, I don't know if Dakota Kai could make it on the main roster.
Oh, yeah, Dakota Kai absolutely could. I will be upset if they bring Shotzi up this year. I mean, no offense to Shotzi. I think she would be absolutely magnificent on the main roster. I just don't think she's ready for a main roster push. Bad Bunny with Damian Priest on Raw.
Yeah, they were on Raw together last week too. I like that belt.
It's a WWE title with the Tampa Bay Bucks logo.
I know,
It's nothing special other than a damn.
but it was all black. I like it.
Oh my god. Doris, get with the program.
It's
Lacey's top.
Bad Bunny.
Lacey's top is all black. Do you like that too?
No, that just looked cool. Shut up, Cash. Oh God, I don't like this guy, the rapper, whatever. Bad Bunny player.
He's not exactly a rapper.
player.
He's a DJ.
He says player.
Ric Flair still has 9 more championships than Tom Brady. That's all I'm going to say about that. It'll more than likely be WrestleMania. That would be a WrestleMania match, wrestling forever.
Yeah, Tom Sargi. It's going to be a tag team match. It's going to be intersexual or intergender tag match.
If it's Nyla Rose, it's just a tag match.
It's not Nyla Rose. It's him teaming with some jacked black woman, and Cody Rhodes teaming with the. I don't know their names because I don't watch it as often. But yeah, he was supposed. Apparently, Cody Rhodes was originally supposed to team with Brandy, but Brandy's pregnant and can't wrestle.
Congratulations.
So this other lady's taking her place.
Congratulations, Cody. I'm glad to know it works after WWE took your balls.
It worked.
No, my cat just put her claws in my knee as I was saying that.
Joe, you should have saw Thomas when I was sitting here getting ready for my live stream. He was all over me. I was like, you little shit. Where is he now? He's nowhere to be found now.
I wonder how Lacey Evans' husband feels about this storyline.
I almost wonder how Lacey really feels about this. I mean, being a Marine, you would think she wouldn't want to.
Being a Marine, you would think she wouldn't want to join a company that has been known to exploit.
Right, and that's what I mean. Like, make women seem weaker or after the money or whatever.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, she may be all right with it, but it's probably the storyline that's bothering her. Because I mean, I can kind of see it in her face.
Yeah,
like, she didn't even put emphasis on, oh my God, here comes Charlotte. And if you look at her, kind of roll her eyes, like,
right.
She's not.
And I feel the same way. Like, I feel like she, in my opinion, just from the background that we know about her, I think she would have issues with this storyline.
Yeah, especially with her 8 and 6-year-old watching at home. She's probably telling the nanny, like, look, don't even turn on Raw. You know, I'll let you know when I have a match worth watching. Don't even turn on Raw.
Yeah, exactly. Wrestling Forever. And then especially where they just showed a commercial she did with her daughter.
Yeah, so I don't know. This probably won't go very far. It'll probably end at WrestleMania, but I mean that's long enough for someone that actually has morals and, you know, has kids that's watching at home.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I tell you, if I'm in a good relationship and I make it to this stage, I wouldn't want my wife and kids watching me make out with somebody. Be like,
right,
baby, like I had to call her before the show. Like, look, this is gonna happen. I'm sorry, I have no way out of it. It's money, you know.
And I thought the same thing. I'm like, there's, in some circumstances, I could understand. It's almost like acting and everything, but at the same time, I'm sure when you're playing it off like this, and they sometimes do go to extremes.
Well, as
I
long as they
wouldn't
don't
want
have
my kids watching.
as long as they don't have a live Space Mountain party, it should be all right. But we did go rated R a couple times before. But I mean,
Did she? Sorry.
some wrestlers do have the chance to turn down storylines they feel uncomfortable with. Because I mean, they are still independent contractors. I just wonder if Lacey was afraid she would get future endeavored if she did.
Right. Especially where, in a way, this storyline is what's making her relevant. Like before this, she was kind of on the back burner, and you saw her like once a month.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
now
this goes-
she's on weekly.
Yeah, Ric Flair's also been through 7 divorces wrestling forever. And I'm pretty sure that some storylines might have had something to do with it. Because, I mean, put yourself in the shoe of the spouse that's having to watch your spouse in the ring flirting, making out, being grab ass and stuff like that.
Right.
While you watch and are ultimately powerless because, oh, hey, look, I'm getting paid $20,000 a month.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's at the point where you got to decide where your moral compass ends and where your paycheck begins.
And like we talked about it a few weeks ago, how the McMahon family must have felt back in the 90s when Vince McMahon would openly make out with women on live TV and degrade women. I mean, he basically made Trish Stratus get down on all four and bark in the ring. And yeah, it was for the time, but at the same time, how are you supposed to explain that you're raising a strong daughter to believe that she could do whatever she wants when you're treating women that way?
Well, I mean, how did he treat his own daughter? Got her breast implants, had her coming out in provocative outfits, nightgown matches she would lose, and not to mention, not even censoring out when his own daughter's tits fell out. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it goes to show that Vince has no moral compass when it comes to that. I'm not saying the product hasn't been cleaned up since 2000 and 2001 when all this was happening. But
I mean, and I almost wonder how Linda McMahon felt about that. And then when the tables turned on them, when Linda McMahon went into politics and those storylines ended up costing her or coming back to bite her in the ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because those were held against her when she was running for whatever she was running for in Connecticut.
She was running for Senate.
Yeah.
Oh, to be honest, Stephanie and Paul probably don't even have WWE Network in their house. That's just being honest.
Yeah.
Their kids probably don't see anything from the Attitude Era. Like probably the closest thing they'll ever have is when they did the announcement that it was a boy being born, and then Triple H showed his face on an infant, and it was like, me and your daughter went all night long.
Yeah.
And that's probably going to be like the extent that the kids would get to see.
Right. Up until when Steph faced Brie Bella at WrestleMania and her kids were in the audience. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure there were some things they showed them, but you're right. I don't think they would, at least until they were old enough to understand. But then again, at the same time, how do you look at your parents the same way? I mean, most of us can't even stand the thought of our parents having sex, never mind freaking doing shit like that,
Wrestling Forever, like I said, I doubt they let their kids watch anything from that era, DVDs or what have you. Now, as they get teenagers and get a little bit older and they're going to school, their friends might be like, oh man, we thought your mother and dad hated each other with the way they fought on Raw. It's like, wait, what are you talking about? Then they bring it up on their phones.
Right.
They might start seeing it then, which they're teenagers now, aren't they? So, I mean, they might be seeing some of it now, but...
Yeah, I think the youngest is like 12 or something. I know their oldest is probably like 17.
It's possible. Well, I don't know. If I was in that era, Wrestling Forever, I would I would try to keep my kids far away from wrestling as possible.
Yeah. I
Because
mean, because you figure they've been married 20 years.
yeah,
They just celebrated their 20th wedding anniversary, and she was pregnant like within a year. So,
yeah. So we know there was definitely some DX shit going on in the bedroom,
yeah.
but I mean, I don't know. If it was me from that era, I would probably refuse to let my kids watch any of it. Just simply
Yeah.
because, it's like I wouldn't want them to see that or know me like that.
Right. Especially like when they're that young. And then if you think about it, and if they watch the shows where The Undertaker kidnapped Stephanie and the Black Wedding and everything,
And was gonna sacrifice her and shit.
and
Yeah.
was going to sacrifice her, and then come to find out Vince McMahon put him up to it.
Yeah, how could you
You
lose
know
your
what I
granddad to
mean?
fame knowing that he's trying to kill your mom?
Right. And then, like, in that same era where Stephanie was talking about when she was 15 and 16 years old, and Vince McMahon making her close business deals with his business partners, and how she like had no childhood because of it and couldn't look herself in the mirror. And I mean, yeah, it's all TV, but at the same time, like you said, with a kid, it could play tricks with their mind, thinking what's real, what's fake.
Somebody else.
Right. Like I'm sure they may have caught glimpses of it wrestling forever, and I'm sure the family would probably answer questions as they came up, but I don't think, like Cash says, I don't think they would openly talk about it.
No.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that was the ruthless aggression era. I love that, but it's such a variation of my move that I created, and I fucking hate it. Like Roman couldn't do it when he tried it; he couldn't get the right angle on it. But Charlotte can do it. All right, that schoolboy y'all just saw Charlotte do through the second rope.
Yeah.
I'd done that move first before anybody else. Don't believe me? Watch my other YouTube. It's like a spear. I dove towards them, and right as I connected with their gut, I rolled them up. It was a beautiful move. 3 weeks after I put it on YouTube, Roman Reigns done it on Raw. And he slipped up so bad.
Fish, I'm good. How are you?
But I'll let Charlotte do it. Not because I think she's pretty, but because I think the move was good.
Hivation right now, they're not in a feud. Technically, they're still a tag team that want a title rematch. I mean, unless they completely drop that angle like they have multitude of others. But last we saw, Charlotte and Asuka were still together last week, going for number one contenders.
Yeah, Charlotte was just distracted a couple weeks ago. That's all that was. That's all they're going to say about it.
I'm glad you're here too, Fish.
My cat's just laying on my leg. We're actually getting a Dunkin' Donuts here. It's going to be built by the time I get back from getting my CDLs.
Nice.
Right?
Did you get it? Joseph Gross said with his Dunkin's app. Did you get a free coffee, Joe? He said that he thought with the Dunkin's app you could get a free coffee every Monday of February.
Yeah, well, the closest Dunkin' Donuts right now is like 20 miles away, and I'm leaking transmission fluid, so that's not happening.
Yeah, I know. My Dunkin's is getting ready to close.
Yeah, our Pizza Hut closed. No. And it was only my mom. I grew up in a single parent household. But no, my mom would not let me watch that stuff. My wife got some oh shit, what is it? Not Flintstones. Fruity Pebble creamer a couple weeks ago, and I have to admit it wasn't that bad. I'm not a fan of it, but it wasn't that bad. Oh, thank
Oh
you.
my God.
I'll be right back.
Uh-oh. Again, Rick gonna cost Charlotte a match.
Charlotte's gonna cost herself a match worrying about Rick.
Did you try it, Hivation? Oh, Fishy Raid. Fishy Raid. Thank you, Nora. Thank you, Fishy. We will try. I don't know how we can stand up to the expectation of cash, but we can try.
You cannot stand up to my expectation, Doris, no matter how hard you try.
Nora's doing a Fishy Raid.
Go swim elsewhere. If you're not here for the show, don't stay. I'm just playing. Welcome to the raid, guys, or welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you, Nora. I know. I can't wait for Nora's next live stream. I missed his Wednesday one. I forget what I did Wednesday after work, but I missed it. Sometimes people gotta work, Joe. Life before YouTube. The Dunkin' cereal Doris was a solid 3. It was horrible. Oh no. Ah. Oh, thank you, Fish. I appreciate that, love. I greatly, greatly appreciate that. I can't stand this stupid vape commercial where she pulls it out of the toilet. Who would do that? WWE taking over my Sunday nights. Ugh, LOL. NXT this weekend and Elimination Chamber next weekend. Well, Nora, if you would like to join us on those Sundays, we will be live streaming both those nights. Gives Cash a Damigara. Spicy buffalo.
So I have nosy neighbors.
You do?
I do. Finally got neighbors for the first time in 2 years. These motherfuckers done pulled their blinds back and has been watching everything I do.
Of course, that's what neighbors do.
Think about to have some fun with them.
That's fine. I will make it up somehow, Doris. It gives you a chance to stream as well. Oh, thank you, Fish. Thank you, Nora.
So tonight, the RKO is going to destroy the Claymore.
Oh, yeah?
We're about to get a black screen, guys.
Yep, she done trying to push her boob right out of that top.
They're just trying to see how elastic her implants are.
Joseph, I've not watched it yet, love.
How is it I quit my job and lose 30 pounds?
I don't know. Are you eating earlier now that you? Oh no, because you got out of work fairly early. No, you used to get out at 8, so maybe you're eating earlier.
I worked 12 hours then, and I don't know. I've lost 30 pounds since I quit my job. And Juna, no. You done walked through the door. The door locks behind you for another hour and 42 minutes. You're stuck now, buddy.
Hello, Arjuna. Thank you for stopping by.
I think Charlotte's going to end up doing a photo shoot for Sports Illustrated with her hair covering her like a damn Eve cosplay. Well, Joseph, I came home tonight, bringing home everything for supper, and I noticed that my neighbors had pulled back the curtains and stuck it up to where they can constantly look out. And as I stepped out of the truck, all 3 family members, including the teenager, looked up from their devices and just stared at me grimly. I don't know if y'all know this. I fucking hate white people. That type of white people. Oh yeah, I'm getting in shape, Hivation. I just don't know how.
Oh, thank you, Ron. Fishy Raid.
Man, I thought fish always swim in schools, man. These people are coming through like damn catfish in a pond. Like
they got separated. There might have been a shark chasing them.
No, they're definitely freshwater. They got scared by seaweed. How the hell do you get seaweed in freshwater?
Oof!
No.
Oof!
That was the weakest figure. Oh my god. I nearly choked on my nut. Macadamia nut, that is. Stop it, Doris. What a spear from Charlotte. That was a hell of a spear.
Oof!
See? And Charlotte has been disqualified. Dude, the bell's already rung, ref. Just get the fuck out the ring. Let her beat the shit out of her. Ric Flair's about to have another heart attack. He done took off his jacket in the ring. No, NORAD. I don't care. No, I've actually been kind of quiet wrestling forever. I think they're just nosy because they're just stereotypically white.
Oh, Charlotte's challenging Rick.
She's gonna put his ass back in the ICU.
Oh, is this when what's his face comes out?
What, Dawn Marie's ex-husband that died magically is gonna come out and say, look, I've already done this storyline. This is gimmick infringement.
What in the Dukes of Hazzard is going on in the ring?
Well, Charlotte has no ass, so you must be talking about Lacey Evans. I'm telling you, I think Lacey is throwing this on purpose. I think Lacey Evans is actually throwing the whole thing on purpose. And up next, we have Edge's update. I don't know. I like Lacey Evans' new outfit, but like we were talking about earlier, how must her family feel about it watching it at home?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's funny being an independent contractor and having absolutely no say in your attire and having very little say in your storylines. Because, I mean, we know what happens when you tell them no to the storyline. They pull you off TV for 8 weeks, then they future endeavor your ass. And then you have another 6 weeks you can't be in the ring.
Yeah, normally. I used to say the same thing when we lived on a one-way street. a tiny ass street. And it was like you couldn't do anything without everybody on the street knowing what you were doing. And they would do the same thing. Like they would, every time somebody came home, they'd all be looking out their windows. And
who's that visiting Doris? They don't look like Jimmy. Oh, it's the milk guy. Never mind.
And if you were doing something in your yard, they had to know what you were doing.
I don't think Goldberg and Batista's ever wrestled against each other, but I don't think that'd be a good match because Batista's last match we saw him in was at WrestleMania against Triple H, and that was the worst gimmick match I ever fucking seen from Triple H and or Batista. Now Batista, he could wrestle, but I just think that match was just a bad send off for him. And I'd love to see Dave Batista come back and actually prove his grit.
Tilly. Hey. Come here. Say hi, Joseph. You ask, you receive. Because I
beef and broccoli.
Mama's attention. Oh. Huh. At least you'll listen, huh? Thank you, Ron. Thanks for stopping by.
No, I'm sorry, Ron. The door's already closed behind you. No one out for another hour and 36 minutes. So leave your browser right there. Give Doris her watch time, and don't forget to invite 10 people. I said 10 people, and get them to invite 10 people, and then get them to invite 10 people. Get Doris these subscribers. Get her 1,000 people so she can give y'all nightly wrestling news.
Wrestling Forever, I almost feel like they might have been similar, but at the same time, they're different. At the time, Kelly, I believe, was single, and she was young, and I don't believe she had any children. Whereas Lacey Evans is married, has 2 children, and is older and has always like, especially where she refers to herself as a lady and you gotta act like a lady. And thank you, Caribou Country Outdoors, Fishy Raid.
The slowest raid ever.
Oh, okay, Wrestling Forever.
The parents, I'd say the dad would probably be the only one that really had something negative to say. But from what I understand, Kelly came from, Lacey Evans' daughter was in the corn dog commercial. But I don't know. I think she come from a pretty liberal family from what I read. That's okay as long as a woman feels empowered, not necessarily is put in an empowered position. And the whole Extreme expose only lasted like what? She only had like what, 9 exposés?
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like it was something that went on. They actually let her start working it. You know, Kevin Knox or Mike Knox was constantly covering her up. So I mean, it was probably just one of those things that just, you know, water off the bat, because not a lot of people really remember the Extreme exposés because it lasted for literally like 90 seconds.
Right.
The 3 that wasn't interrupted.
All right, Nora, thank you for stopping by. And Joe, she's good. She seems to not be in as much pain as she was. I think it was just that cold weekend that she was in a lot of pain and slow moving. She's been good, so.
Happy birthday, Rosa Parks.
Yes.
That's sad. She born and raised in my state, and this didn't even make news. Montez Ford, I'll be highlighting someone every day. Well, good job for you, Bianca. Well, here comes Edge to the ring. We'll let Doris catch up. Did he cut his hair? No, he just has to pull back. Okay, I thought he cut his hair again. It's like, what the fuck? I appreciate that hibation. Last week, it's not really any better than this week, than the fact that I'm just awake.
Hmm. I was dumb on that sign. I thought it was.
R. Ryback.
Uh,
I hadn't even thought of the big guy in so long.
Wrestling Forever, that actually would, just because he just recently talked about Christian on his Twitter. She loves you guys too, Joe. Oh,
Hey, Shandog.
thank you, Shane Dog, Mike. Thank you all.
Give me a second.
Okay. We are Gary, but Jimmy is not here. But he's good. Uh-oh. We're all very good.
You know what? Edge needs to go for the UK title. Make it relevant.
How's he going to get to the UK, though?
Swim?
The travel restrictions, that's why they can't come here.
That's why I said swim. And what? Why can't they come here? Pete Dunne's here.
I know, but I thought the UK superstars that were here were ones that were already here before the travel restrictions got put in.
Travel restrictions have been lifted.
Not for the UK. They put them back down because of that UK variant. And they haven't been lifted. They put them back on for us, for the US.
I thought they got lifted last week when Biden was signing all the executive orders.
Trump had said that he was going to lift them, and Biden signed an executive order putting them back into effect.
So Angel Garza has joined Miz and Morrison?
Really?
That's what it's looking like. Look at that. That just looks good, don't it?
All right. Thank you, Caribou.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know all that. I thought it'd been all the way lifted.
Yeah, no, because of that new UK variant. Go tell Daddy.
Putting a lot of faith in their vaccines, aren't they?
Yeah. Thank you for joining, Caribou. Have a good night.
Have a good night, Caribou.
Oh, Jesus. They all have the same suit on with different colors. Can any of those pants get any tighter?
I'm sure they can. They're called being let indoors, but I'm not sure if they got that in your neck of the woods.
No. Apparently not. We still got skinny jeans.
Didn't he wear that same shit in 2002? Whenever he left the Brood? We just watched Mrs. Doubtfire. Oh, the true story of Tyler Rex, huh? Damian Priest with Bad Bunny versus Angel Garza. Up next.
Uh,
I really don't think this is the right time of year to just be throwing matches together. Do that on NXT when they have a little bit more intensity. Don't be doing that on Raw.
all right, we're on commercial. I'm going to take Tilly out, Joe.
Bye,
I'll be
Doris.
right back, Cash. Go.
Robin Williams was a great actor. Yes, he was. All right, so now we got rid of the sideshow. No, Havation, I am in charge. Go fish. Oh no, what's going to happen? I think Wolfie might still be lurking in the chat, so it's not like I can flash my lights. But Bunny guy, Bad Bunny, he's talented, Joseph. If you actually give him a chance and go through some of his other songs other than Booker T, he's got some good songs. Not exactly my genre of music, but okay, Wolfie hasn't said fuck you. All right, so this is how I should like start coming in here every night. Let's see. Yeah, this is how I should start off every time. But no, it's not gonna happen. Bad Bunny got party music. He does. Like I'm not a huge fan of Bad Bunny. I'm really not. But yeah. Why does the light suddenly look cooler tonight? Does this not look cooler than normal? Like it's like there's a light that's not affecting the show. Gary, yeah, the whole Chris Jericho thing. I know my hair's not long enough yet. If Wolfie's watching now, he's already having a seizure and he can't type, so we're good. But I am working on getting a 4-bedroom house so I can actually have a room designated for my gaming, my streaming, and stuff like this. So yeah, Joseph for the Cruel Dog Cast show. Woo, woo. Let me get this off my throat. Oh, and we got a match. Oh, Go Fish. You having seizures too? Let me in. Yeah, I love doing this. DDT from a B-52. DDT from a Predator drone. Here comes Bad Bunny. Let the lights. If the neighbors are watching, they probably think I got a fucking party going on. What if Bray Wyatt knew Cass? Doris, get back here now. We're causing seizures. We're just having a Bad Bunny party. Oh, what a bitch slap. Nora sees fish, chase fish. Hey, I'm not saying if I do or if I don't. We're not allowed to name drop on YouTube.
Did you check to see if Wolfie was here?
I gave him a chance to answer. He didn't answer in time. So if he was watching, he's got a seizure now. How do you like your Wolfie? Shaking. I really don't think they should call anybody up until the draft. Oh, I like that, though. Shoots up at the ceiling and his name pops up. That's pretty cool. So there's speculation, Doris, on whether I know Bray Wyatt.
Really?
Yep.
Why do they think you know Bray Wyatt?
I don't know. I didn't say I knew Bray Wyatt.
Hey, Lorna. How
and Joseph,
are you?
He's pointing to his name so that way you know what to call him. Because he knows he's not a name yet. But yeah, I really don't think they should be calling up people to the main roster until after WrestleMania. But Damian Priest with a dragon wheel kick. I like the way they presented the Fiend. He's an idea.
Gary is the Fiend.
You call him dummy. Damian Priest, he's a great wrestler. I just hate the fact that he lost to Karrion Kross to come to Raw. Because if you can't beat the top guys on NXT, it's understood you're not going to beat the lower guys on Raw. And that's just the way I feel. And I don't think they're going to run a story. I mean, they're going to do the best they can with Bad Bunny, but Damian Priest is the wrong person to come out with Bad Bunny, in my opinion. Damian Priest, he needs to be that badass gimmick. I mean, I don't know. I think they're going to underuse Damian Priest and probably throw his ass in Retribution and take over Mustafa Ali's spot.
So, Joe, that means Lana's going to get put to a table for Lana Day?
Every day is Lana Day, because Lana #1. I know she's counting down the days so her contract expires. I know she is. If they put Ricochet on NXT, he would skyrocket. Your icon is pointing at me. And he just shot the arrow. And a rear view. Oh, wait. Sorry. Flying elbow. Damian Priest turned around and Angel Garza clotheslined him over the top rope.
Uh-oh.
Oh, absolutely. Ricochet. There are people like Ricochet on NXT, and they always go over the top on NXT. So yeah, Ricochet on NXT would be phenomenal. And Miz and Morrison just been ejected from the somewhat arena.
I don't know, Joe. I was wondering the same thing myself. I don't know if she meant to leave completely.
Put her in the basement until she comes back.
Very true. Very true.
And if she don't come back, we have no more wasted space. I mean, it's just like a sensor bar. That's what it looks like right now. It's like, what are we censoring? Oh, Doris is wrestling Fanatics Corner. No, you can put her back up.
No, until she comes back. That Ninja Warrior club she did last week was pretty good.
Bad Bunny will leave. He'll leave after WrestleMania. Because, I mean, yeah, that slap he done last week, I saw that, and there's no talent in that. But no, it's been an ongoing thing ever since, 1983, about having celebrities at WrestleMania being
Right.
a part of the show. So,
And if you think about it, on a regular basis, they normally have freaking the hell's his name? Cash. He's in AEW now.
I don't know.
Oh fuck. Snoop Dogg.
Oh, there's
So I
rumor. There's rumor that he's still working with WWE because he just got put on the WWE app game.
Oh really?
Yeah, he just got put on there Friday.
Mm.
Yeah, see, the theory is that Snoop Dogg went to AEW only as a cross-brand promotion for the Go Big show because he's one of the judges on there. It's not necessarily that he has something to do with AEW, but he has something to do with TNT, which AEW is a TNT project. So it would make sense for him to be active in it with him being such a big star. Piper Riven. I don't know. Drew McIntyre's been drinking. And now it's time for the Matt Riddle and Keith Lee match.
Hey, I'm still on Drew McIntyre. Hush.
Oh, that was just a wasted segment. Nobody cares about Drew McIntyre. He lost the Survivor Series.
Stop it.
I might check that out on NXT UK. Great. They're going to be selling Matt Riddle shoes on WWE Shop.
Oh no.
Brovid versus Goliath. Sadly, I think Matt Riddle's going to end up beating Keith Lee because they're trying to hype Riddle and Lashley so hard.
Oh God, I hope not.
Keith Lee, I mean, he pretty much said it earlier. Like, if I could beat you, I know I could beat Lashley. And, you know, I mean, they haven't used Keith Lee worth a damn since they brought him up from NXT, really. You know, they did a huge push, and he made a couple mistakes. Same thing with Matt Riddle in that fatal four-way match. So, whereas predetermined matches like that really show what you can do. And if, you know, as a wrestler, if you overthink your match before you go out, you're going to get hurt or you're going to make a mistake. that's just going to ruin the whole match. I mean, just one missed punch is like a butterfly effect in wrestling. It could completely stop any momentum you have going towards a show, going towards a championship. I mean, I've had a couple championship matches. Never won them, though.
Yeah, the NXT UK was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm sorry I missed it last week.
Oh, that's all right.
Keith Lee and Omos. No.
Like I said in that message, I know it was short notice, but
it's all good. I don't know, man. Like I said, last week was just hell for me. Keith Lee and Omos, but no, Keith Lee and Omos would be a bad tag team. I can see Keith Lee and Big E. I mean, that'd be a good tag team. But as far as Omos goes, he's too big to be in a tag team. If he's not a manager, if he's going to be doing in-ring, he needs to be a solo just to show his power and determination. But the only thing I hope that if Omos does get to that point, that Omos won't be stiff. Because looking at the way he walks and everything, if he puts that in with his in-ring action, he's not going to be worth a damn either. It's going to be like having the Great Khali all over again.
Right, Hivation? Yeah, I thought he was going to come over here, Joe, because he was following me around when I brought Tilly back in the house, but he did not.
What is in my pocket?
Tic Tac.
One of my glasses cleaners I've been missing.
Oh.
Nope, Doors is still ugly. It's all good. Doris knows I'm just joking before anybody gets all butt hurt.
I actually like that commercial.
Hey, Doris.
Yes?
I know how to get you more thumbs down than any other stream you do.
How?
Put a big thumbs up if you like the fact that Cash One Esper is always here. And there they go. You know, I have 4 thumbs down because that's all you ever get, Doris. It's 4 viewers. Speaking of 4 viewers, where's Lisa?
She did put eyes in chat like she was still lurking. It's still early for her, though.
She needs to get off of Mark and get on the stream. I mean, we get it. He's soft and squishy. And he's too broke to buy you an actual teddy bear for Valentine's Day. But still, that's still 6 days away.
Yeah, Tom Saji. It's supposed to be based on his childhood or something like that. Are you serious? She's got a fucking title match?
She beat Charlotte. Granted by disqualification, but I said put a thumbs up if you like the fact that Cash One Esper is always on Doris's live stream. So who do you think Bianca Belair is going to go against? I still say Sasha, but
I think Sasha. Thank you, Joe.
Squirrel did that middle finger. I still say that Alexa deserves her chance against Asuka And we need that at WrestleMania.
Thank you, Wrestling Forever.
You're united with Doris, but you follow Cash. I know where it's at. Bro. Oh, he brought back his NXT tights. So, little trivia for y'all. In 2006, this one wrestler lost his tights, well, had his luggage misplaced by the airlines, and had to wear another wrestler's tights to the ring. Who lost their tights? And bonus points if you can name whose tights they were wearing.
And you said in 2005?
6. Oh, wait.
2006.
Might have been 2007. 2006, 2007, right around there.
Gary said Chris Jericho.
Wrong.
Hivation said, I know this.
No, Joseph.
Let's see. 2005.
No, 2006, 2007.
2006, 2007.
2005, he was an active wrestler, but not under the same name. Nope, was not Edge, Gary.
He was an active wrestler, but not under the same name.
In 05. That wasn't a clue. That was just wasn't Batista. Good guess though.
Chris Masters.
Nope.
Owen Hart. No, Owen Hart was already dead. Never mind. Hivation said it was Shawn Michaels.
Nope. I'll give you a clue. His manager was Armando Alejandro Estrada.
Umaga?
It was.
Whose tights did he wear?
He wore Randy Orton's, and those things was stretched for their life.
Really?
Look it up. You can look it right now. Umaga in Orton tights. I remember watching that Raw with my ex-wife. We were newly married around the time. And I'm sitting here watching it, and I'm like, wait, the fuck? No. And yeah, sure enough.
Huh. I will have to look that up.
It is a funny photo. Because it said Orton across the back of them and even had the little spikes going up the sides.
Really? So Keith Lee.
Poor Todd said, Orton. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys.
Don't be sorry. That was a good trivia.
Wrestling Forever actually found the photo. The black tights. Because he is the best Hivation. And not to mention, they're trying to see who's going to be #1 contender for the U.S. title. I think
know,
this
Hivation.
is a contendership match.
Hivation, I ask that same question week after week. Why is MVP out here?
Because he's the most valuable player of Raw, Doris.
Because Bobby Lashley's going to interrupt this match and it's going to turn into a triple threat match. That's why.
It's not going to turn into a triple threat match. The winner's going to take on Bobby Lashley at the Elimination Chamber.
And it's going to be a tie because Bobby Lashley's going to interrupt the match.
Bobby Lashley's not going to interrupt the match.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is. He's going to try and cost Keith Lee the match because he don't want to face Keith Lee. He'd rather face Riddle because he's already beat Riddle umpteen times. So he's going to interrupt the match and he's going to end up getting both people disqualified. It's going to be a draw and then they're going to turn it into a triple threat match.
Think Keith Lee's going to be replaced by Bobby? Nah. Oh, what a shoulder tackle from Keith Lee. Oh, wait. Look at that, Doris. Isn't that amazing?
Very.
I'm sorry. I forgot. I forgot I wasn't streaming
Oh, shit. Hivation, and also joined by Almost, and her business could be the new Nation of Domination. Very true.
I don't think we'll ever see another Nation of Domination. I think the closest we're going to get will be the Hurt Business.
But that was what I thought the Hurt Business was supposed to do, because there were so many rumor mills about the Nation of Domination, and when freaking what's his face talked to them, Farouk talked to them. I thought that was like kind of his giving the blessing to the storyline. And nice, thank you, Fish.
Well, they really like the fact that I'm here, Doris.
Now, mind you, she didn't say how many thumbs down.
I'm pretty sure it's not more than 21. It's probably the most likes you've ever had, Doris.
Her business is like Revolution in 2000s.
I could see that. Except it's not a bunch of old men trying to relive the glory days with one child that's probably molested by all of them. Just scared shit at you? You left it on the table, I believe.
Uh-oh, Keith Lee stumbling.
What fishing
See
did you
that
do,
girl
Go
on the
Fish?
crowd with the pink room? No, Joe. No, 24 likes. Woo! Yeah, I see her, Joe. What about her? Cashew make our hearts palpitate like a dog in fresh grass. Yeah, the flashing lights has that effect on people with seizures. I was gonna say schizophrenia.
They don't send it all now, baby.
Oh, Keith Lee
All
is
of YouTube I
down,
saw you walk through butt naked.
but he kicks out at 2. Do you need me to minimize the screen?
No, we're good.
Oh, okay.
No, she's wearing the shorts she was comfortable wearing all day long, and now she's not comfortable wearing them.
I do that sometimes. Like, do I want to wear these? Oh, kicked out at 2.
No, it's a pretty warm day in Alabama. We got like 64, I think.
Nice.
Yep, we're gonna be freezing
It
with
was
snow tomorrow.
cold here. Yeah, we're supposed to get cool, snow late tonight into early tomorrow.
Yeah, I think there's now 2 foot in Indiana where I'm learning to drive a damn transfer truck.
Oh, nice.
And I will be
He
going
was-
cross country in April. I am from Alabama, Hivation. Right near Gadsden.
Uh-oh.
A triangle choke.
And then out comes Bobby Lashley.
Nope. Keith Lee almost broke it.
Gosh, no, I can't take much more. Me neither, Gary.
Move to Alabama. You'll only see the flurries. You won't ever see it lay. No, that one thumbs down was for Doris coming back from taking Tilly out. Oh, with a high kick or high knee. Bama. You're from Bama. Oh, what a pop-up power bomb from Keith Lee on the Riddle.
Hivation said, do you know where Alabama is, Cash?
What, Alabama?
Elba. ELBA. Powerbomb!
I'm going to say it's probably south of Montgomery because I haven't really went further south than Montgomery.
Oh, Keith Lee just won.
I recognize the name. I just can't place where it's at. Like, you know, we have weird-ass cities like Op, Slap Out.
And Joe, I say this every winter.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I try very hard not to bitch about the heat during the summer because we get so very little summer and so much winter.
Ooh. Oh, shit. By the way, the match was over when Bobby Lashley came outdoors.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Joe, well, I was close, but he didn't interrupt the match. He waited for it to get over.
Rough and ready. Keep watching.
Lisa said, oh, Calf said bad words.
God, you're like a 3-year-old only around for the bad shit. Roll Tide, Ovation. You won't ever catch me cussing saying the other 2 words. Number 18, baby. So did you see him choke slam Keith Lee? That's been more than a minute ago. I know you've had, or it's already passed.
Yeah, I think so. I thought he was going to try and put, see, that's why he doesn't want to face Keith Lee. He can't put him in the hurt lock. Keith Lee's shoulders are too big.
No, but he could definitely pick his ass up and slam him. Oh, you just wanted to be funny. Okay.
Tell him, Lisa.
Yeah, I heard about that funny mask that Mark made one time. It was his own face. That was when he realized he looked funny enough to be his own joke. Yeah, okay, we get to watch a replay so Doris can see it again.
Stop it.
The CHO of the Hurt Business. You know what? I like the fact they're doing this with Bobby Lashley. From a wrestler perspective, they're doing really good with making Bobby Lashley look as beast as Brock Lesnar was.
That wasn't a choke slam. That wasn't a choke slam. You said choke slam.
What was it, Doris?
It was a power bomb. That's what it was.
That was not a power bomb. That was not a power bomb. Keith Lee's legs never went around Bobby's neck.
Was it a choke slam? His hand never went around his throat.
It was a push-up slam. Is that better?
You said choke slam.
I did say choke slam because it happened so fast I couldn't see the hand placement. But nonetheless, he picked Keith Lee up with one hand to the gut and slammed his ass. I don't think he's worried about Keith Lee, Doris.
I hope you feel better, love. Don't feel like you have to come back. You're right. Wrestling forever. You're very good. You're very right. Did Shelton and Cedric take the night off? Apparently because they weren't out there.
They're probably wrestling in NXT this week, trying to get on more ratings. A push choke bomb. There we go, Hivation. But his hand never went around his throat, as Doris so astutely pointed out.
Nope.
That looks good. Ugh.
Yeah. Ready to go.
Ready to go. I'm just tired.
Chicken
wing, hot dog and bologna, chicken and macaroni, chilling with my homies.
Oh, dear Lord. I'm singing now, people.
At least I can carry a tune, Doris, and it doesn't require a mop bucket.
Well, I got a bucket and a mop.
No woman should do without.
Go over there and I will call your wife and have her dope slap you right on camera.
Bitch, get in here, mop my floor.
Ooh, we gotta see a big black woman take out a little white man. Get ready.
So Nia Jax versus Charlotte Flair again? Oh.
Hey, Shannon. How are you? How you doing, love?
I don't think anybody was going to comment on that. I think everybody was just waiting for her to like rush down the hallway. What did you say to me? Luckily for me, she's got her music on too loud in the bathroom. So.
And the next thing we're gonna see is a flip flop go right upside Cash's head.
She's not a Mexican. And no, her aim's not that good. She's got to get up close and personal. Yeah, trust me. Remember the first time she choke slammed me? That was fun.
I bet it was.
Me, 150 pounds. Her, 238. I think she was.
Very nice. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, Shanae. Don't forget, people, Seth Rollins will be on Friday Night SmackDown this week.
The Friday Night Messiah. Yeah, the man didn't show up at the Rumble, did she?
Nope, she did not.
Leave it to a woman to milk a birth.
Well, we were talking last week about wondering if they're going to have her show up at NXT TakeOver and have her come back in NXT just to get back into wrestling activity.
Well, shouldn't they have done that with Seth Rollins as well?
Yeah, but at least Seth Rollins was able to work out. I'm sure she worked out too after she had the baby, but
yeah,
she would have had to wait like 6 to 8 weeks after lifting or doing that shit. See those sexy hands, Shannon? Cash, I have seen rumors of her at training centers. Yeah, I'm sure she'll return at Mania, if not sooner. You never know. Maybe she'll be at Elimination Chamber. You don't know.
That woman with the bunny in the background, her video's just looping.
Yeah, you can see it.
Well, if it hadn't been for the bunny like twitching, I wouldn't have looked. But it was just
Now, is that the real bunny? Is that
no.
Wamblin' Wabbit?
You could buy it on www.shop.com for $39.99.
Because that's what I thought. I'm like, maybe that's like a. Maybe they purposely put it there.
You know, I saw something. I'm not really sure if this is just a rumor or if it's something in the works. But there's a rumor of a WWE's Firefly Funhouse board game, including all the characters. I don't think the boss is included though.
Ah.
What do you want? No, you're not getting anything to drink. It's bedtime. Get your butt in bed. You should have already been asleep. You've been in bed an hour and a half now. Go. Love you. Good night.
Wait, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
1,000. Sexy party time. Rabbit. Shit, she's back.
Stop it. We want Bugs Bunny.
Well, too bad you're getting Randy Orton.
It's not unfinished. He beat your ass.
Mm-hmm. Doris is eating edibles. For those of you wondering at home why she's so confident in Drew McIntyre.
It's popcorn chicken.
Popcorn chicken with LSD.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you think that Drew McIntyre is so great, because you're just completely blitzed out of your mind. Killed the last 2 brain cells that the education system left you with. A glass of water could be all the difference of getting to sleep. It could also be the difference between wet and dry sheets. My son has a wetting problem, and if I let her get something to drink, then he's going to be up 5 minutes later asking for something to drink. It's not me being mean, Shannon, I promise you. I give these children everything throughout the day. Lisa could probably validate. Well, here comes the biggin. I mean, Naya.
I do, Joe. You want some? Open. Now, Joseph Grohl, I want to know how you can picture Lana putting that through a table.
Probably going to trip her. You notice there's a lot of tables propped up. I've tripped over her body before. Why do I have a notification?
I don't know.
Oh.
Joe, that's probably going to be the only way that Lana is going to end up being able to put Nia through a table when Blazer gets involved and distracts Nia, and Lana pushes her off the top rope of the table.
Why would Nia get on the top rope? I don't think she's even
Because-
confident the second rope will hold her.
Because she's a dumbass, and that's how it's going to happen.
Nia has weak ankles. She wouldn't be able to be on the top rope.
That could happen. You can't escape the cravings.
Yeah, you can. Nacho fries. I mean, granted, nacho fries are better this time than they were like time before last, but I'm still not a huge fan of nacho fries.
I don't think I've ever even had them.
They're not bad, Doris. If they're seasoned right and you use the cheese dip they give you right, it's really good.
Yeah, Taco Bell's very far, and it's not worth it. Unless we're in that area, you know what I mean? Then we might go, but
A chalupa's always worth it.
tell him, Joseph Grohl. Nice anomaly. Yeah, Joe, like I said, we don't live close, and the way Jimmy's low sodium diet is, that's like also sodium. So we very hardly ever go to Taco Bell. Cool. All right, Shanae, thank you for coming, saying hello.
We appreciate the love, Shannon.
Nice anomaly. Yeah, I don't think I would ever use the fire sauce. I'm not a big hot person.
My wife uses Diablo,
Ooh,
and a lot of times she won't even drink her soda until she's done eating.
ooh.
My wife is hardcore.
Yeah, she is.
Growing up eating pickled pig's feet and hot sauce. That was her daddy's favorite meal.
Ah.
Well, snack.
Sometimes anomaly, but if it's too spicy, he can't eat it. Like he always says, he likes spicy, but his stomach doesn't.
She's coming out with Naomi.
Yeah, because they're number one contenders.
Oh,
They won a fatal four-way last week.
well, Naomi is trying to teach her how to shake her butt. Oh, they're counting all the tables she went through. 9 different tables Nia's put Lana through.
Yep.
What's Nia going to eat off of? She keeps throwing Lana through all the tables.
All right, Joe.
Pickled cow tongue and tobacco. I don't know. Maybe Nia and Lana is a good match because neither one of them can really do shit in the ring.
Right? And this way, WWE can say, well, Lana, you don't know if Nia hurt you or if you hurt yourself because you didn't know what you're doing.
They're independent contractors. WWE's not held liable anyway. She just told Naomi to shut up, Trick. Just shut up. Oh, muffler stretch. I think Samoa Joe forgot the name of that move, and he was one of the first ones to use it I seen. Oh! Thank God she put her hands up. Huh. Lana has blood pressure issues. Go figure. Nia's already winded. That's a shame.
Come on, ref.
Yeah, I'm just not even worried about this. Oh, cow tongue and Tabasco. I got you, Gary. I don't think my wife's ever had cow tongue. I'll ask her when she comes out. She's never told me she's eating cow tongue, I don't think. Lana with some good switch kicks. Macy, what are you doing on the counter? Girl, don't make me put you in a bed.
Well,
Lana's getting a lot of practice at jobbing. Maybe she can go to AEW and take on Awesome Kong week in, week out.
yeah.
Oh, she's trying to leg scissors Nia over the top rope. Oh, ooh. They didn't black screen it.
Uh-oh.
Lana caught it just in time. But you'll see it in about 45 seconds. No way. No freaking way. Joseph, can you believe this shit? Okay. Right? That's what I was thinking, Joseph. A running drop kick would have been great for that. Oh, my butt. Jesus.
My whole.
Yep, she fell out twice.
Yep.
And they even showed it on the replay. Ow, my butt hurts. Ooh. That was a good springboard kick. I can't believe Lana won. I mean, I kind of can, but
Ooh.
we haven't seen Alexa Bliss or anything in the Firefly Funhouse tonight.
Nope.
Yeah, who would have thought that Nia Jax would blow out her butthole is the reason why that she would lose.
Right? I thought for sure you called it right, Joe, when she was on the apron and Lana was kicking her and trying to get her hands off the rope.
Could have sold it a little better, but I don't know. I think even Nia and Lana's tired of it. But you can't tell the people that sign your paychecks you ain't gonna do the job they want you to do.
Right.
Back to the whole Lacey Evans thing all over again.
During Orton match, you will see Orton match.
You think so? We're gonna see an Orton match during the Orton match? No.
Did they say that, Joe? I don't have no more. Oh, I fucked up. YouTube, I'm not doing this anymore. Yeah, right, Lisa. Cashadars, I wonder how WWE convinced Alexa Bliss to have a black liquid in her mouth.
What probably happens, they probably gave her the script, gave her the thing, and said, all right, go do the spot. I mean, that's usually how it worked when I was in the locker room. All right, Cash. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to go out there. I want you to get slammed by the biggest, baddest guy and get the shit kicked out of you by 5 others all at the same time. And when I get tired of seeing it, I'll send somebody out there to save you. Gonna see Alexia. Well, we want to see you in a Kia.
Ah, boy. Lisa, know your role.
It was 2
Joseph Gross,
sixes.
she will kick your ass. Chili. Tell him. Joseph, don't talk to Lisa like that. She's my Auntie Lisa, and she will kick your ass. Tell him.
Well, by all means, Lisa, you're welcome to do that. Just your paycheck's probably gonna be signed by the state commission at that point.
And in reality wrestling forever, for all we know, it could have just been like a licorice or something like that. You know what I mean? Like it could have been liquid candy. I'm sure it didn't.
Licorice tastes like ass.
I like black licorice.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you don't have any taste buds.
But I'm also one of those weird people that likes candy corn too.
You're just a weird person all the way around. Why you gotta bring candy corn into this?
We are.
Oh shit! Naomi versus Shayna Baszler. You know they always say hindsight's 20/20, but I wouldn't mind seeing a rear view. I still remember my grandfather's last words to me.
Locked my chair, Tilly, with your big head.
Oh. Going to bed. I'm glad to be back, Lisa. Hey. Good night.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
Be in bed, son. Love you.
Cash, I don't see you telling her to go get a mop and bucket and mop your floor now.
She's not in the mood. I'll have her mop my floors tomorrow. She just lit her cigarette. I was waiting for her to throw the damn thing at me. Nah, she's gonna get us all good one night. We're gonna be sitting here doing a live stream. The lights are just gonna go out because they're on a timer from time to time. Be like, all right, that's cool. And then out of nowhere, you're gonna hear it, but you're not gonna see it. Her hand just go across my face, like the fuck just happened. Because that's how I see behind me. As I use my camera on the computer, that's how I look behind me. I think she just cracked a smile. I think I heard her jaw crack while she was smiling. Like, I'm gonna get that motherfucker.
That's because you just gave her a fucking idea. Stupid.
Oh no, it's always good. It's always good. A couple years ago, probably about 3 years ago, I was out of work around Halloween, and I came across a fun to do Halloween prank in which I printed out the girl's face from The Exorcist. Right? Then I cut it out and I taped it to the outside of the window after she got home or while she was in the shower. And she'd come in here, you know, and just her leisure suit. She had some clothes on, guys. But I was sitting there. I'm like, "Did you hear that?" And she's like, "What?" I'm like, "I thought I heard somebody outside." She's like, "I didn't hear nothing." I'm like, "Will you look out the door?" And right as she looked out the door, I got it recorded. She goes, "Oh, fuck you, Zachary."
Hazla's now beating up freaking Lana.
Well, she didn't get a rear view. Sucks for her. I know she would have liked that. Billy would probably have been upset though. My whole hurts, dude. I can't believe they oversold the leg drop like that. I mean, I don't know. I still remember like a couple weeks after they went to like no audience, Nikki Cross sitting there on the turnbuckle trying to get everybody to clap and was wondering why nobody was making any noise. Triple H is like, that's why we pay her the big bucks, because no matter what, she's always trying to get the fans hype.
That freaking lady is still on
I want to be in an Elimination Chamber match. I'm not done with wrestling. When I post my submission video next year to WWE for the tryouts, I'm gonna tell them I don't care if I make it to WrestleMania. I just want to be in every single gimmick match they got. That's what I want to be in an Elimination Chamber. I want to be slammed through a pod. I want to be slammed off a pod. I want to jump off a pod and do a leg drop on somebody. I mean, that just looks freaking awesome.
Yeah. So some people just like to watch.
What can I say? I'm gonna be slammed through the Hell in a Cell, all 32 foot of it. Be coming on here like Darren Drozdov. Hi guys.
Headlines, WrestleMania.
A week from Sunday, the Elimination Chamber. Oh, I've already done that Wrestling Forever. That's old news. I've had probably about a third of the concussions Mick Foley has had, and that's just being honest. And it's not because of anybody else's fault. It's just me being careless.
They come to me, they understand, they talk to me. Yes, wrestling forever. He has quite a few curious goals. The next match is going to be good as long as Alexa does not get invited.
I think he's trying to stay involved, but somehow ended up inviled.
Yes. And I think she probably will, Lone Star. Because we haven't seen her this week. Ooh, even Randy knows. See him looking behind him?
Well, I saw a post on one of the wrestling groups that I'm in, and they said it's amazing how Alexa Bliss is carrying the whole show on her 5'1" frame.
Yep.
And you know, it's not wrong. Alexa is carrying Raw with the whole Fiendish Alexa or Fiendish Bliss. That's what I'm calling her, the Fiendish Bliss. Fiendishly Bliss. Ooh, that sounds better.
Yeah, it does.
I like the fact that she's not just being a sex symbol, just completely sexy outfits when she's in the whole fiendish gimmick. You know, I love the fact they have modesty with it, and the fact that she, you know, she doesn't have to do anything sexy. She's just innocent. Fiendishly Bliss.
So, Lone Star, I'm hoping that the post office did not lose your hat. Because Tony said that he sent it to us like a week ago this past Friday, and we still don't have it.
Blissfully fiendish.
Cash or blissfully fiendish. I kind of like fiendish.
Fiendishly Bliss.
Bliss. Want to see sexy outfits? Watch 70s lady matches.
Oh my God, those fucking long ass leotards. Excuse me, singlets is what they're called.
I don't know for sure, Lone Star, but Tony was going to look for because he did get a tracking number. He was going to try to find his receipt with the tracking number on it so we could track it and see where it is. Yeah, I've been to the post office every single day since Tony said he sent it. No.
But I did find out that I will have to be off when I'm driving, when I'm on the road. I do have to be off the road every night around Raw time. So
yeah,
we'll be in a different state every week.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, because you have to have so many breaks logged in your book. Well, they don't use books anymore, but back when Jimmy drove, they used books. Apparently now it's all electronic.
Well, I mean, it's still the books.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure they're going to make us do a hard copy because, I mean, technology does fail.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently like it's 11 on, 10 off. And the most I could do on a single day is 14 hours. So I will kind of schedule my Monday around that and my Wednesdays.
Very good.
I don't know if I'm going to have satellite TV in the cab. If I don't, then I'm pretty sure I can afford YouTube TV. But I will definitely be able to do the pay-per-views from home.
I have no idea, Lone Star. I think he sent it post office. I'm not 100% sure. Jimmy's the one that talked to him.
I gotta clean my glasses.
I'm assuming he sent it post office because usually if it's FedEx or UPS, Jimmy just has people send it to the house because it's easier to get it. But I will check again tomorrow.
Okay, so at the Elimination Chamber, Riddle, Lashley, and Lee in a triple threat for the U.S. title.
Told you.
But it wasn't by double disqualification.
It wasn't by
Darish.
double disqualification, but I did say he's gonna attack them and it's gonna turn into a triple threat. Told you. Yeah, Gary, and that's why I've just been checking. Because that's what they told me was they were 10 to 15 days behind. Here he comes. Here he comes.
Most useless champion WWE has.
Don't talk about Randy Orton like that. That's not nice. He has voices in his head.
He hasn't won the title yet. But I'm glad you recognize it, that he's going to beat him, Doris.
You didn't say current champion. You just said champion. He has been a champion.
Yeah, more times than Drew. Well, I mean, I guess if you stayed in the organization long enough, you could do it.
He hasn't held as many belts at once as Drew.
Oh, yeah? Think so?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know how many times at one time, how many belts at one time Drew McIntyre held?
How many is that?
6.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How many of them did he win legitimately?
I didn't say some of them were Japan ones, so I don't know.
So none of them.
You think Sheamus will interfere in the match? Of course Sheamus will interfere in the match.
No.
Gary, you ever find that football? Joe wants to know.
And RKO out of nowhere. Drew loses. Go figure.
No.
What you got going on?
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Ooh. Randy Orton ran away from the Claymore. Oh no, Gary. Hey, Moose Gal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have to thank Jimmy for it. He's the one that bought it for me. It's very comfortable for all you people that were looking at the round table merch. It's very, very comfortable. Up, and here comes Sheamus. Here comes Sheamus. Welcome back, Ovation. Oh, dear God. Oh, I'm sorry, Gary. That sucks when people that you hire to do work do shit like that. All right, Lone Star. And I will let you know when we get that hat. Doris, are you bored with this match? No, I just...
She's tired of seeing Drew McIntyre as much as everybody else is.
I'm not. I love my Drew McIntyre, and I missed him. I'm just tired of people being so afraid of Drew McIntyre that they gotta cheat and involve other people to distract them.
Sheamus came out on his own. It's not like Randy said, come on.
You don't know that?
I do
Just
know
because they didn't show it doesn't mean that that Randy Orton and Sheamus didn't conspire.
Randy Orton just sent me a text when all that happened saying, hey, watch me defeat this doofus.
With Sheamus's help. Read the whole thing. If you gotta read the text from Randy, read the whole thing.
He doesn't need help, especially from a 4-time champion.
Nice, Lone Star. Keep up the good work.
Did he ace his Security Plus exam?
He's got a 4.0 GPA so far, he said.
Hell yeah. Hey, Lone Star, why don't you go to college under my name, too, and get me a degree?
Oh, Hivation, I wouldn't only let him in. I'd tie him up and not let him leave. Hell yeah, Lone Star, you can do it. Got faith in ya. Of course they denied it, Gary. It's a constant battle. He said, I'm in server plus right now, Cash.
Hell yeah.
Oh, geez. Can't they still hit a Lone Star?
Oh, no. I think I'd have to go to NXT first to have that pit match.
Nice.
Doris is too busy typing.
No, I just noticed that Sheena wasn't in the basement no more. I don't work for auto insurance anymore, Joseph. I quit for school. Oh, dang.
I bet
See,
your
Joe,
login codes are still real.
If you lived in New Hampshire, you could have Geico and save yourself 15% in 15 minutes. Okay, Lone Star. Keep up the good work with school. Don't be like the rest of us.
I don't pay anything for insurance. I got the best deal of them all. I got a COVID card. Oh, speaking of which, my tags are coming up. I'm going to have to do that in March. Thankfully, KIV is not making us have to pay extra shit for not having insurance unless we get pulled over. Yeah, but I'm not getting pulled over. I'm not speeding. They don't even run my tag half the time, unless my wife's in the car with me. Wicked.
Oh, Joe. Hello, Mike. How are you? Ooh.
Better be getting your butt back in bed. I heard you break the hanger.
I know, Kathy. Going car insurance and condo insurance shopping next month. Oh, Joe, good luck with that. I was shopping for freaking health insurance. They still haven't stopped calling my number. Like all day long. That's all I get.
RKO. 1, 2, 3. No way.
Hello,
You'll see it in 45
gamer.
second stores. I have NA.
Jump up. Jump up.
Oh, he fucked that roll up. Well, there goes Drew McIntyre's championship career. How do you mess up a roll up like that on Raw? Wasn't McIntyre with Paul London once upon a time? And that was a swinging neck breaker hivation.
I don't think so. Oh, you know what? Yes. When he first came out, I think he first came out with
Paul London.
Paul London.
Yeah, because Paul London, it was damn it, I just had a name. Hendrick. London and Hendrick, right?
Yeah. Yeah, when he very first debuted, when he was like 20.
Yeah, well, Hendrick was injured at the time, so they just threw Drew McIntyre in with him, if I remember correctly.
Wrestling Forever said Paul Burchill.
He thinks.
Yeah, Hivation. He was champion on Impact Wrestling too. That was when he held the 6 belts.
So it didn't count. He was on a retard show. Excuse me, mentally challenged show, where if you had a brain cell when you started watching. Oh, Paul London, he's phenomenal. One of the best shooting star press ever. Whenever they put him with Billy Kidman, that was honestly the best tag team I ever saw because they had matching finishing moves together.
Yes.
But it was the shooting star press that he'd done to Chavo that got that move suspended for a while.
Lawton's groggy. This is it. This is when McIntyre beats him. He just gave him the Glasgow kiss. And now Claymore.
Don't tell Doris anybody.
Shut up.
Vintage Orton.
No, not his face. Not his face.
Oh, and the Viper's on the hunt.
Tilly. Even poor Tilly's ears are down, thinking that Drew just got dropped on his face. She's looking at me and saying, Mama, please tell me he didn't just do that.
But you know, to the thought a couple weeks ago, actually last week when we was doing the Rumble, Edge versus Orton. If Orton were to win the Elimination Chamber, they could get that feud going again.
Yes.
Oh, Joseph, that ring that he's wearing is actually a silicone ring. It's no metal to it. It's just a soft silicone ring.
Yeah, Joe, you'll see like even like Drew McIntyre has one on, but when you see him in interviews, he has an actual metal ring on. They swap them out when they go into the ring.
Randy Orton won. Called it.
Oh, we were all right, guys.
Sheamus got involved.
Sheamus got involved. Thomas, tell him, Thomas. Sheamus got involved. We called it. Tell him.
Anybody with a TV set can see Doris.
Tell Joseph Girl. Joseph Girl, you were right. Joseph Girl. Tell him. You were right.
Oh well. Randy Orton still won by disqualification because he was the one hit by Sheamus. And he protected your golden boy, Doris. You need to give Randy Orton credit because he pushed Drew out of the way.
So that was an alright Raw. Think it could have been better. I'm a little upset we did not see the Fiendish Blitz. I remember the day when they go off air and not show who won. Oh my God. Yeah, they've done that a couple of times, Gary.
Well, I mean, it led for a good thing, especially if they had Raw Talk back then. Everybody would tune into Raw Talk to see what they missed, you know? So, I mean, that would be a good seller.
Yes.
Yeah, I read that earlier, Hivation, but I was thinking a closed set like the CWC Arena, they would have security and police officers there. I'm giving it a D. Raw is definitely going to get a D for me, a 68. I feel they could have done more. They treated it more like a go home show than anything. And, you know, I don't really like that because the go home show for the Rumble was amazing. And then we had this. I mean, I don't know. I hadn't watched anything since the Rumble, so.
Really, Hivation? I did not hear about that. Hivation said the reason she wasn't on was because some crazy obsessed fan threatened her and her boyfriend.
Yeah, but there's no reason. Like I said, I mean, the CWC Arena, it's a closed set. There's no reason for her to have missed because they have security, armed guards, and everything. Let's see. Terry Funk is still alive? Damn.
And did we all hear about the passing of, God damn it, what's his name now? Shit.
Butch Reed.
Yes, thank you. I'm behind. I haven't put my SmackDown video out, so I didn't want to put out our Rest in Peace Butch Reed video. Gosh, it could have been similar to Sonya Deville. Possibly. I think because they were actively going into court wrestling forever, that's why her lawyers wanted her off TV.
Oh my God.
Because they knew who the guy was and he was a repeat offender. Who's watching Raw Talk or Stone Cold Show now? I just shut the Stone Cold Show off.
Yeah, I turned it to Family Guy.
He's watching Family Guy. I got my Fiend. Did you see my Fiend? for you here the day that I opened the feed.
Oh, I didn't see that. That's awesome.
Lone Star bought it for me for Christmas
Aw.
and had it sent to me.
Yeah, Joseph said he's gonna buy me the Fiend action figure. Yeah, I'm okay. So I saw where WrestleMania reported that about Alexa Bliss, but I'm not seeing it on the insider side that I go to. But I am seeing that Bow Wow has announced that he's gonna drop one more album and then he's gonna focus on TV, film, and joining the WWE. I think he might be a little too old to wrestle for long. I think once he trains for a couple months, he'll say fuck it. Because I mean that's hard. Let's see. Booker T says he'll return for one more match, and that's only to take on Triple H. Does he really want to go out with the loss? I mean, shit.
Colby Lopez is coming back on Friday Night SmackDown.
Okay, there we go. According to Dave Meltzer, Angel Garza was planning to be part of the Men's Royal Rumble match, but was taken out last minute. Meltzer noted that Garza was there and was supposed to come on in, do a comedy spot, tearing off his pants, and then get eliminated. Last week, Alexa responded to a person that was repeatedly sending her harassing messages on Twitter. It appears that the person either made a different account or someone else was sending Bliss similar messages. So the person had made, it's just a crazy fan. The person had made a post with Alexa Bliss in different outfits saying, my wife Alexa Bliss looks so amazing in this dress. I can't wait to meet her. And then Alexa said, well, I'm guessing this is your new account, rolling eyes. So let's see. He put, do you mean me because everything I said is true? Alexa Bliss is my wife. That the Ryan Cabrera guy is a bad man. It was in my way of getting her home. I must let him sleep a long sleep.
Oh, so I'm sure that's why. That could be why, because he said he was going to show up in Orlando.
So yeah, yes, you hear Stewie Griffin. This is the cut up episodes of the Stewie Griffin story. I actually like that. I bought that Blu-ray or DVD. But I will turn it down so we don't get a hit from Disney. Yes, Disney owns Family Guy now, guys. How does that make y'all feel? Disney owns Deadpool and Family Guy. But Turner owns American Dad. Four more years of douchebag. So yeah, I mean that's. Oh well. At least we saw Angel Garza on Raw tonight. But I don't know. I think these storyline writers need to work a little bit better. I think they need to get to know the wrestlers, know their characters before they start writing stories. Disney has pretty much monopolized everything. They own Fox News, ABC. Let's say CBS is still independently owned. TNT is still independently owned. CNN is still Turner. I want to say MSNBC. Oh no, that's independently owned, but I think they own not CNN. Fuck, who is it? I can't think of who it is. But anyway,
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the day that Mickey Mouse, tells us the news on Fox News, or maybe even Deadpool. I saw where a underground rapper, I know Doris probably don't listen to him, but Tom McDonald made Fox News with one of his songs called "Fake Woke."
Oh,
Yeah, Tom McDonald is one of those conscious rappers. He talks about real shit going on, and not necessarily about guns, money, hoes, all that good shit. Oh, let them say whatever they want to. People's gonna hate the product or love the product. And the fact is, they're taking enough time to watch the product. And that's all WWE cares about. I mean, simple as that. I mean, there was no more racist group in wrestling than the Nation of Domination. And if you go back to when they were founded by Farouk's, main speeches saying the N word and stuff like that, before The Rock joined. And not to mention the fist bump and the whole militant Black Panther look that they had. What's wrong, Doris?
I was gonna say they put his tweet back up about her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The gangster.
It just says the tweet was deleted by the tweet author, but I think it's been retweeted a couple of times apparently.
Nah, I don't know. The FBI was pretty bad too. In WCW, but I mean, it's just racism in wrestling. Controversy creates cash. If that's the one thing that we learned from WCW, ECW, and WWF, was that controversy creates cash, and it's not going to change. If there's something to create controversy, people's going to tune in, people's going to show up, people's going to pick it. But nonetheless, WWE is getting their ratings. USA is getting their numbers. People are still paying out. Like, if you truly want to boycott something, if you truly want to fight something, then ignore it, because it's going to go away. It's like the more you publicize it, the more people want to do it. It's more of a movement at that point. But when you quit publicizing it, people just kind of fall off. I'm not saying that the problem goes away, but a lot of the issues pertaining to the problem does. Because, I mean, Vince McMahon, like the sexploitation, when it started getting bad in the 90s with the Attitude Era, that's when Vince McMahon done the best. But that's also when, more people was tuning in just so they had something to bitch about. Like, I was one of these parents, like, I wanted to keep my kids away from everything dangerous. So I signed up for parentwatch.com, where it tells you the new shows that are out and stuff like that. And I mean, all it was a bitch column. It really was funny because, I mean, there was one episode of American Dad, I'm not sure if y'all remember this, where they bought a sick horse and was nursing it back to health. Roger and Stan were. And Roger told Stan, there's only one way to get the horse to be all right. And he kind of insinuated, oral sex. Well, the very next scene, it shows Stan washing his mouth out at the water hose. Well, needless to say, that was the number one complaint on Parent Talk about that the next day. And I mean, I thought it was a funny spot, but at the same time, I understood it insinuated. But to a 9 or 10-year-old who really shouldn't be watching it to fucking begin with, they're not going to get it. But I understand,
The whole country is fucked up, Gary. Yes, it is.
He also confirmed it with the book that he wrote in 2004. But yeah, I mean, the truth is, the more you get people to bitch about, the more people are going to talk. You get these Christian parents that are, talking about the racism on here. Well, the kids that want to be racist, you prefer fuckered up. But the kids that want to be racist or learn about racism, they're going to tune into it. Oh no, I mean, Anomaly, I completely agree. Tales from the Crypt was huge. Well, I'm not sure if it's huge. Somehow we ended up with HBO. I don't know how, because my mom never really paid much attention to TV or stuff like that when I was like 3 or 4 years old. But when I was like 4 or 5, we had HBO and Tales from the Crypt was on, and my mom was just watching it. And I mean, I was too. I wasn't afraid of shit like that at that age. Well, a sex scene came on, and my mom heard the commotion, and she come running from the kitchen to the living room like, oh my God, cover your eyes, go to bed. You know, it was like what 10, 11 o'clock on a Saturday night. It is weird, but I mean, if we go through history, we really shouldn't be. I'm not gonna say concerned because we should be concerned with COVID, but we shouldn't be shocked from COVID because I mean the Earth is on a cycle. We know this, you know, a 7 year cycle, or four. I think a 7 year cycle is when the calendar just kind of resets. You know, it's the same days as it was, you know, the same amount of time before. You know, 365 days, 24 hours. COVID should not have been a surprise. We should have been, I mean, we couldn't exactly prepare for it because we didn't know what it was going to affect or how it was going to affect or when it came about, but we knew it was coming. And, you know, it's like the riots and everything that we had last year. You know, it's what, 60 years since the last big riots, you know, from the racial discrimination and stuff like that. Again, it's the whole world is just running in a rotation. It's just constantly. Jet wash, blah, 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 blah. You don't have to agree with what I got to say, jet wash, but I mean, it's true. We had what was it, the Black Plague in the 1800s. We had the Spanish flu in the 1900s. This, you know, now we got COVID. I mean, it's just what we're putting in this world. For me, it'll be my grandkids and great grandkids. But for, you know, I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens next, what the next thing is. The only thing that's going to unite our country at this point will end up either being a civil war or a world war. That's the only way our country is going to unite.
Oh, Joseph.
Bye, jet wash.
Oh, jet wash.
We don't share his opinion, so we're wrong.
So, Joseph Girl, this guy's crazy.
What you scrolling through, Doris?
I was looking at that dude's Twitter.
Oh.
He's like,
Hey.
he was just tweeting like an hour ago. It was like, where's Alexa Bliss? She hasn't been on yet. If she's not on Raw, we riot. Twice, Joseph. Twice. I'm Bubbies. Tell him. It must be Joe's birthday. Is it Joe's birthday, Thomas? You did not tell me it was just his birthday.
Hey, squirrel. Fuck the cat, squirrel said.
Oh, squirrel. Squirrel's here, Thomas. He just told me to tell you to fuck that squirrel. Cash, I got the feeling with Vince Lombardi at Super Bowl and maybe Olympics this year, we're trying to unite the world. Hi, Bubba's.
Yeah. It's not the world we need to be worried about right now. Because right now the US is in more disarray than anything else. In my opinion. Because I think we're the closest one on the brink of a civil war. I know it was threatened during the whole Brexit thing, but I mean, what are they going to have a civil war with? Sticks and rocks?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe paintball guns, which I don't know. Paintball guns may even be blocked. Hey, that's my first wife's birthday. September the 10th.
I know, Joseph. I'm joking because Thomas is spending so much time. He's actually laying here, Joe. He's saying, "Look at me, Joe. Look at me. You won't see me for another month now." Huh. Huh.
No, wrestling forever. We don't feel fine. Sadly, my generation was built up to be empathetic and feel bad for everybody else. So no, our country is so full of people that I want you to hear my opinion or I feel bad and I'm going to kill myself if you don't like it. And I don't know. Maybe they got COVID. That's what makes them commit suicide. I don't know. No, not in the least, Jet Wash. Just pull back from my headphones and like a conditioner, which I went and bought some today. Which reminds me, when we get done here, I'm gonna go grab a shower. Red Dawn. I don't think I've ever actually paid attention to Red Dawn. I think I might have played twice in high school, and I think I just slept through it. If the teacher was already gonna fail me anyway, and he's like, "Wake up, wake up!" I'm like, "Are you gonna give me an A?" Well, no, you haven't earned an A. I'm like, "I'm passing all your tests, so no, I'm going to sleep." But I'd probably watch it now.
Oh.
I did notice some Red Dawn memes on Facebook, though. Whenever they all vote for it and pass it, Joseph, I mean, we're gonna have to pay it back. I noticed that when I put on there that I got my stimulus from last year, my tax return went from 8,000 to 4,000. So, I mean, we didn't exactly get $4,000 worth of stimuluses, but we're paying for $4,000 worth of stimuluses.
Yeah.
Told you we was gonna have to pay it back.
And I heard that what they're planning on, Joe, is people getting it with their tax returns.
That'd be nice. That'd be another 4,800 for us, I think. No, 5,600. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, either way, we're gonna have to pay it back, and not to mention we're gonna have to pay back the bullshit for joining the World Health Organization again, the fucking French peace treaty shit again. I mean, it's joining the United Nations. Yeah. Nah, it's all good, Joseph. I mean, it's life, you know. It's politics. And, you know, when Joe Biden gets Article 26 in a couple years, then it'll hit us hard. Because, I mean, no telling what Kamala Harris may do. I mean, did y'all notice the stats that Fox News posted? That Kamala Harris is in favor of, like, taxes being 20% cheaper than Joe Biden's?
Really?
Yeah. Barely a month, or not even a month in office, and they're already showing that shit. But they're going to put us, like, we the American people, not we the country. They're going to put we the American people in so much debt and so much poverty that when Biden gets Article 26, that we'll be thankful Kamala Harris is president. Mark my words. You know, write it down now. Come back to February 8th, 2021, Doris's Wrestling Fanatic stream at 3 hours and 23 minutes. This is what I'm saying. They're going to bankrupt the American people so hard that when Kamala Harris comes in, we're going to think she is a god when it comes to politics. And yes, I'm talking 2023 after January 20th is going to happen. Unless Biden gets sick and dies before that. Oh yeah, look it up. Like Biden was talking like 48% for the top percent. And Kamala Harris is like 29, 30 something percent. I mean, it's crazy. So, I mean, when they raise the taxes up like that, the prices at your Walmart's going to go up. Your oil prices are going to go up. Everything's going to fucking go up. And then, not to mention, they're trying to stop the fracking here in America. So the pipelines are going to be shut down. The people are going to lose their jobs on the oil rigs. I mean, they're going to create a impoverished nation, a severely impoverished nation, to where when Kamala Harris comes up, it's going to be like, oh, thank God she's here. And then we're going to nominate her, or we're going to elect her 2 more times, because you could be a president for 10 full years.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to talk politics, Doris, but
All right.
I'm seeing this go through right now, and it's just pissing me off.
Yeah, Joe. Everything's going to go up now.
I have not put more than $12 in my gas tank to fill it up since I bought it. I just spent $33 2 days ago to fill up my gas tank. That is a $20
Gary?
difference.
Hey, Seth. Yeah, Gary, this summer's going to be worse. It always goes up during the summer.
Thank God I got this truck driving job. But, Joseph, in order for the plan to work for Kamala Harris, he has to stay president until 2023. I mean, unless something, like I said, unless Biden were to die or become completely incompetent. And they can prove it. It's a Senate vote. Any member of the Senate can push the vote.
Yeah.
It's not just Speaker of the House.
But unfortunately, with Biden, it won't take them much to prove that he's incompetent.
No, it just depends on how far his health deteriorates before they're forced to do something. Now, if he starts having flashbacks of World War II and shit and starts trying to bomb Russia, yeah, we're going to have to get him out quick. Because we're not trying to spark another World War III. We're just trying to scare people into thinking it's coming. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just we just got to see what's going to happen. We got to take it day by day and just have faith in our government.
I agree, Joe. If it's the right female.
I don't think.
Unfortunately, we have not found that right female.
I don't think sex or race has anything to do with being a great president. I just want to see a great president in my lifetime because I haven't seen one since Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
Again, jet wash, in my opinion. Yeah, the one in Texas is gone. The one that the Dakotas is gone, shutting down. My friend that I play Call of Duty with, if y'all go and watch some of my videos, y'all hear me bullshit with him. He works on an oil rig, and they're talking, not having a job for too much longer. He may end up joining me and getting his CDLs.
Yeah, because they already put a stop to that.
Yeah.
So. All right, guys. I have to get up in the morning, so it's been fun. Thank you for joining me. Cash, I'm glad you're back.
I'm glad I'm back too, Doris.
And I will see all you guys on Wednesday. Some of you I will see tomorrow on Jimmy's stream. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Yeah, that's how I feel.
Good night, guys.
Good night, everybody. Thank you all. Love you all. And I will catch you guys on the other side. Good night.